All right, so let's get started this evening. So last week, after leaving the eccentric wizard Z's house, our new adventurers, still adjusting to each other's company, continued their journey on the main Osbergen road towards Fairweather, new trinkets in tow. But the journey became suddenly darker as, after a day and a half of traveling, they discovered the body of a drow teen in the woods, seemingly disregarded by whomever had found it previously. With no tracks visible and under Aqua's urging to continue to the mage college, they laid the body to rest and continued on their journey, stumbling across two mage students camping out in the woods. Drunk with ale, they were boisterous and questioning, but were cool with the group crashing their camping area. However, in the middle of the night, noises were heard from a few trees away. Noises that seemed to be coming from moving bushes? Who could this be? Has the Osbergen wilderness finally taken initiative? We'll find out tonight on The Forsaken.
Dun, dun, dun.
Cue rolling initiative, right?
Roll credits.
All right.
Yeah.
So I forgot to, I just was catching up on rewatching the video today. Who was on this last watch? Surely you guys remember.
It was me and Silver.
Yeah, it wasn't
Okay.
me.
All right.
You
So
guys do remember, that's impressive.
Rhaenyra and Silver, if I remember correctly, you guys started walking towards the bushes.
I made Silver walk towards the bushes.
Yes,
because
and then Silver
Pig.
saw one of the bushes, I think, grow legs and kind of get a little bit taller. All right, so it's just the two of you. You haven't said anything else to anyone else. So you guys, here we go. Roll initiative.
Yeah.
Just them two, right?
Yeah, just them, because they didn't wake anyone else up. So
I mean, I was kind
Right, I
of
was
distracted.
sleeping. Oh, damn.
I mean, these shrubberies are just like going all over the place, man.
all right,
Like,
you guys have to give me like 2 seconds because have I set this up? No, I haven't.
Womp womp.
Ever done
Oh,
combat at this point?
No, I've not as a DM. No.
I've never done combat.
Oh, so
just
ready.
rolled mine just
They
to
at
make
first.
it easier.
All right, can we like not do that? Thank you.
Stellar initiative.
That's amazing.
I
Oh,
mean,
that's
Oh
great.
yeah, Owl
they're-
gets
they're-
his own
they're
initiative.
plants. I mean,
What?
All right,
plants.
so
How high could their
initiative
be?
for you guys is 13 and 12.
Guys, that's bad.
That is bad.
Roll better.
Maybe they're really rooted bushes and they can't move well.
Nice.
Oh!
No. Okay. All right.
Let me put the tweet in.
Is there any way that I can mark what initiative the things rolled when I put them in the combat tracker, Dan?
Oh, well, once you put them in there, you can actually click the
Just
bottom
move
of the
them
combat
around?
tracker's menu and then initiative, and you can roll all NPC initiatives,
Oh,
just
okay.
theirs, after you put in, and it'll automatically populate.
Woohoo.
And there's settings in the settings in case you want them all to have the same or all to roll differently. But that's over in the settings.
I can't figure out how to roll initiative for my owl. So it's 8 plus 1, 9. Owl gets his own initiative. Weirdly, I don't like it, but
Pip will not be rolling initiative. He's just going to hide out in the pocket.
not until you become a beastcaster at level 3.
No, he'll still hang out. He'll still hang
Oh
out. He's
dear
not my
God!
beast.
Please let that. No. I think he has to be. That's canon now. Oh,
Alright.
the squirrel master.
Okay.
Ren the squirrel master.
Put that in there. It was.
I mean, I might teach him to do things eventually, but I don't want him to fight.
Okay,
I don't want
so
him to
you
die.
Put that in there
Okay.
first.
Fair enough.
Or no? Okay. Sorry, guys. I'm just trying to figure this out again. Oh, no, wait. Okay, now I added 3 of them. Okay, no. no. Oh, no, what did I do? Sorry. All right.
They all
this.
just dropped dead.
Close window.
Nice.
All right.
So can I take a free action out of turn?
Uh,
$10
you
says free
you can
action
take a
on-
free action on your turn.
Okay, on my turn.
Yes.
Is that gonna please let that be to scream?
And
Does Renerius have the lung capacity to scream?
Oh, that's
Wait.
mean.
If he can catch his breath, sure.
all right.
Please yell zoinks.
Up for you.
Zoinks. That's amazing.
No.
And once you get everyone in the combat tracker stuff, you won't have to pull us out unless we're not here. It's kind of handy once you get it up the first time.
How do I make the tokens bigger? Damn.
You have to hold control,
All
and
right.
scroll it down to the mouse. Mm-hmm.
Well, okay.
I think you just have to reinstall Fantasy Grounds.
Nice. Uh-huh.
Just reinstall your entire operating system. It should work then.
Nope. That's not okay. All right. Okay, we've almost got this. Okay. All right. All right. So I'm going to share this map out to you guys.
So what's everyone dreaming about? No?
Wow.
Okay.
I don't know.
Deep. Ooh, cool miniatures.
Oh man, look at
Whoa.
this.
Yeah.
I was expecting just little round discs.
Nah, man.
All right. So
Yeah.
unfortunately, there are no tokens in Fantasy Grounds for Shrub. That's Fantasy Grounds' fault. I could add one, sure. It's not that hard. But
Bush.
yeah. There are no already established tokens for Shrubs. So that's an unfortunate failing. Okay, yeah. So you guys rolled and you also have oh crap. I don't have wait. Oh gosh. Okay. There are just way too many
that's not-
windows in Fantasy Grounds right now. I forgot to get out an owl for you.
It's whatever. I don't really think I'm bringing him in the combat, but
Just pull it out there.
Yeah.
Just
We'll pretend.
same difference. Yeah, I mean, it's the same thing.
All right. Actually, let's see. So we'll do 1, V2. All right. How do I move them around in initiative, Dan? Once I put them in there, how do I? Can I move them in the order that
You
they're
just
supposed to
change
be
the
in?
number, their initiative number.
I did, and it's not correcting.
It should adjust them based on the number that's in there. Whatever they rolled is what you put in there.
Okay, well, maybe that's my fault. Maybe that's what I'm doing wrong. So maybe, okay. I was putting, let's see here. 12, 13.
Billie Jean stuck in my head for whatever reason.
It's not a bad one that was stuck in your head.
Right?
Unless your name's Billie Jean.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true.
Nice. I wonder if I have any tokens for that.
Copyright struck. Bam. That's-
All right. We should be somewhere with your owl now. Okay. All right. And your owl rolled an 8?
a 9 plus 1.
9. Okay. All right. So, Silvera, Well, just to give you a nice little so you see the one shrub kind of rise up with the legs and the extended kind of like branches coming out like arms, and the legs are like the legs are branches too. But they're extending out like legs, and you have arms, and one rises up, another rises up, another rises up, until 5 shrubs rise up with these legs and arms extended from them, just kind of rising above you and just kind of like almost moving like they're breathing.
Well, somebody apparently forgot the clippers. Okay, so I want to move. Hold on. What?
It's not letting me watch it.
It's not. Bring it over here. Technical difficulties all around. Let's see. 5, 10, 15. I want to move 5, 10. This one over here.
Okay.
And off. And basically just try to hit it with one of my short swords. And I could do that and cast Searing Smite at the same time, right?
Yes, Searing Smite is a bonus action. It just uses, I think, one of your spell slots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a level 1 spell. First time playing a cleric, so bear with me.
I mean, that's the way it works for paladins.
Okay. Yeah, I'll do that. Let's see. Hattie. Come here. Oh my gosh, she wants to roll for me tonight, so.
Okay.
Oh, sweet.
Here. Pretty click clacks. Get on the other side. Okay.
I feel like I hear some Mario action too.
Yeah.
That's the dice.
Nice.
My 8-year-old just beat the dark side of the moon on Mario.
Oh, nice.
Today.
Okay.
I was very impressed.
Take it
I'm not that good at Mario.
So I'm going to be
That's a really
casting
bad joke
spells,
right there.
but
She rolled a 14. 14 plus 3. Does that hit?
Oh, how much was it again?
17.
17? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yes, the 17 hits.
Okay.
Trim those hedges.
Alright, how many? 1d6?
Bring me his
4.
shrubbery.
4 damage.
All right, so 4 damage. All right,
What the hell is going on?
how can I tell? How do I get to like the one that she's targeting in the combat tracker? Like, is there a way?
You can hover over the different ones. It'll tell you which one it is, and then you'll find it in the combat tracker. It should add an.
It's not telling me.
No, like a suffix like number 1, number 2, number 3.
No. Maybe I did something wrong.
It might be in the settings, which are off to the right, and that above like PCs and characters and all that. Under battle, I think it is. I see game, combat, auto NPC initiative. Add so under options, under combat, add NPC numbering, and I put append, so it puts it on the end. And that way
I have a pen on it as well.
Oh, okay. And if you... so in the combat tracker, the little circles, the radial dials to the left, if you click on, the one that you want to... if you click on it, right, it puts the dragon to the left of it. I don't think you also have to drag the creatures from the NPC window into the combat tracker, then
I
from
did.
the combat tracker onto the map?
I did.
Okay. They may be set to invisible then in the combat tracker? A little eye...
I mean, they're showing up in the combat tracker. I just can't tell which ones are which.
if you select the little circle to the left of a random one, it should show you on the map which one it just picked.
Sorry. I totally just kicked my microphone. I'm sorry, everyone.
Oh, you're fine.
I can select
I didn't hear
them, but
it.
it doesn't tell me which one that is. It's not highlighting them or anything.
I'm not sure since I don't have, the DM site up.
If they're all in a row, if you just like mentally remember which one's which.
Yeah. Alternatively, you could delete them off the map, and then drag them out again, like left to like top down, left to right, or something, so you know which one's which, if you wanted. That might be the quick fix.
Kill them.
Oh no. Well, I just. Oh,
Just kill them all.
I'm just.
Silver just kills them all.
She killed
just
them all,
like-
wiped
she
them out
just
with
like with their divine blades, whatever.
her
Where did
knee
I
touch.
go?
But the sword exploded and took her and Renerius out also.
It's one of those end of the world situations. Just
Roll up those
Dustin.
new
It's,
characters.
it's like
Well, that was a great campaign, guys.
yeah. I don't know. The rest of us are still alive.
Well, we don't know
sleeping
that.
away.
Make a dexterity saving throw with disadvantage because you're asleep.
Forsaken Part 2: The Adventures of Gimbal and Gerbil.
Nice.
Hey, you know how we're going to Fairweather? Let's not do that.
I never wanted to go to Fairweather to begin with.
Let's see.
Or let's go there, but let's pull a heist.
I thought we were starting the drug ring.
Oh, right. That's right.
Just order pizza or whatever it was called.
I could eat some pizza right now.
Oh, that sounds good, doesn't it?
Pizza.
Stop! I want to order pizza now.
Okay. All right. The owl in there as well. Sorry, guys.
You're fine. You're fine.
That's okay.
I'll have to look next time. I could have sworn that there was like a hover over or something where you could
Oh, now it's doing it.
Oh.
Now it's doing it.
Okay.
Of course.
It maybe yeah.
Delete Fantasy Ground.
Okay. All right.
Reinstall it on 5 computers.
All right. So you have shrub number 1, and how much damage was that? I'm sorry.
It was
Melissa?
4.
Okay. Thank you.
I'm gonna try to cut,
Alright.
cut into one of its
HP.
branchy arms.
They're invisible to us again. Just as a heads up, since we have to redo it.
I'm invisible. What?
No, the
tokens.
NPCs.
So I just have to reshare it, Dan.
No. In the combat tracker, there'll be a little like shaded out eyeball on each of the NPCs. If you click that, it'll toggle it over to visible, and we'll see it on the map.
A shaded out eyeball.
Invisible shrubs.
Just to to the very left
That's so
underneath
not
their
fair.
little token.
This
Invisible
combat just got
shrubs.
a lot harder.
Okay.
There you go. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, there they are.
Ah.
Oh God,
Yay!
guys, they're magical.
They're magically closer to me.
That's right.
You can also,
Oh, an owl.
Delicious.
you can, if you wanted to change the owl to healthy, you can click on the little red skull and it'll go to like neutral and then like ally kind of thing. Yeah.
We know that owl's not healthy.
No.
Okay,
We know that
all right.
owl only has 1 HP.
Okay. So,
Damage.
so next is Renerius.
My turn, eh?
Chia.
Yes.
Okay. As a free action, I'm gonna say, guys, and try and wake everyone up. I'm gonna back up.
What the hell? Don't make me do this on my own. I swear to God, you'll be next.
I'm running away. I'm backing up. 5, 6, as much as I can back up with the move action. And then I'm going to cast
Okay, he's
sleep.
calling for reinforcements. Okay. Yeah. Mm-hmm. You better be back.
Sleep. Is there a DC on that? Hang on.
It's just you roll
No,
dice
you have.
and it goes from the weakest to the strongest.
Okay.
Till it runs out of HP. I think.
Oh man, look at all those ones. Okay, so 19 HP worth of monsters go to sleep.
Okay,
starting
all right.
With the lowest.
Well, okay. Give me 2 seconds. Let me figure out how to get this done here.
None of them fall asleep.
Is it under effect, Stan? No?
Hey, Rhaenyra, you were going to take a free action, remember?
Oh, I
Yeah,
did.
he did.
Under
He did. He
effects?
shouted.
Oh, you did. Okay.
Alternatively, I think that you can open up the effects, which is in the top right of Fantasy Grounds, and you can, highlight the person, and then you should be able to do sleep, and or where is it? Paralyzed. I guess it'd be unconscious, because technically they're unconscious.
Oh, wait. Wait. I just deleted something. I don't know what I just deleted.
There, you've got sleep.
Kazil's unconscious?
I have no idea. Oh, probably because from our testing more.
Kazil's just dead. He's been dead the entire time.
All right. So
there is no Kazil.
You click on effects and then just hit a little red minus button to delete it.
It's like a Sixth Sense situation. Yeah.
I know, but what if I want to add it? I added sleep in here and in the combat tracker.
Yeah, it looks like Awakened Shrub number 1 is now asleep.
Okay, great. That's what I want.
See, barred people.
Can I just do? Okay, so.
Wait, he just put it to sleep?
Yeah. One of them.
That was 19.
Whichever one that is.
Maybe all of them. Who knows?
We go 3 sessions without fighting anything, and then Rhaenyra just knocks them all out in one move.
Right?
See, but no, now we're all gonna wake up and be like, "Why are you all screaming at Shrub?" It's like...
Perfect.
Classic Rhaenyra, scared of shrubs.
All right, guys, let's go back to sleep.
Yeah, 16. Okay. All right. So Awakened Shrub 1, which is by Silvera, and Awakened Shrub 2, which is is that Shrub 2 spaces to the right of that one. Those are both asleep.
Nice.
Yep.
Okay.
I guess he is
Awesome.
useful for something. Wait, where'd he go?
All right. So
does
is
the
your
rest of us
owl
wake up?
going to take a turn?
Not yet. It's just gonna hover above.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So, you guys will be added in on the next go around.
Okay.
Now this is going to be interesting. Okay. Awakened Shrub number 1 is asleep. Awakened Shrub number 2 is asleep. Awakened Shrub number 3 is going to.
Kill the owl.
Oh.
Oh, I shouldn't talk.
Well, I'm sure the owl's not just sitting on the ground.
It's a land owl.
All right.
Hovering.
So
It's
Awakened
hovering.
Shrub number 3 kind of makes this turn motion and like sees the other 2 shrubs kind of just fall down asleep. Turns back around and sees the owl a couple of blocks away from it,
Oh, never mind. I guess the owl's on the ground.
and you kind of see it open a mouth, like the leaves kind of part, like almost like a mouth on the top of the form.
Oh, it's
And
up in the air.
It starts. How far up in the air is it?
Like 50 feet up in the air.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, we won't do that then.
Shoots out tentacles
You
and
need to
grabs it.
specify.
They're flying
bad.
shrubs. Flying shrubs.
Okay, so Awakened Trouble, let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20. Okay, so Awakened Shrub 3 is going to go over to Silver since That's the next thing that it sees.
Dang it.
Just kind of turn,
I was hoping to
move
back
towards
away.
it slowly. And yeah, here we go. All right. All right, so that is a. Oh crap! Did it really just? Oh,
At
okay.
20.
It wasn't a natural 20. That was a
Oh, it
19
wasn't?
plus
Okay.
1.
Yeah.
Bum, bum,
Is this my
Death
dying?
by Shrub.
bum.
I've been joking about this all day.
What?
What?
How is that even possible?
Wait a minute.
It has a -1 to its hit. So yeah, so it must have
Rolled
rolled
a
a
one.
1 and then got the -1. So.
Wait, so
That's
on-
mean.
I'm unconscious, or
No,
is
you're
it-
not unconscious.
Or wait,
Well, that's
Gave
what
her
Fantasy
an
Grounds
unconscious-
says.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Jesus.
Why is it doing that, Dan?
Well, it says that Rhaenyra and Silver are both dying.
You're
I don't
killing
mind.
us.
Wait, they both have wounds of 8.
Oh.
Their wounds would be 0. So you add in like what the damage is each time. It doesn't like count down; it counts up. So Rhaenyra and Silver currently have damage of 8 right now.
The HP would be that'd be 0.
And
That was
the
just
HP
me.
stays 8, and the wound would be however much damage was inflicted. It does it backwards.
Okay, I just added them in. That's how I added in there. I haven't.
There you go.
Okay.
But you'll have to remove the unconscious effect. It'll automatically calculate the effect in battle.
Okay.
These shrubs.
Okay, so
Yeah, like
you are still conscious,
psychedelic-
Silvera. Apologies.
Okay.
So the shrub reaches out with a limb, and it completely whiffs. You are able to duck out of the way.
Ugh. Get that thing away from me. Good thing I learned how to climb trees.
Oh no.
Okay. These guys are kind of okay. All right, so that is shrub number 3's turn. Now on to shrub number 4.
Couldn't you have just like, I don't know, putting all of them to sleep?
So shrub number 4 is going to do the same, follow its brother, sister, go over to the only thing it sees on the battlefield right now, while the rest of you are making your way over there.
I swear.
And try to hit.
Okay. Mental note: never take watch with Rhaenyra.
He will back really far away and leave you to your leave you on your own.
All right, does an 18 hit?
Let me
Yes.
look real quick. Yeah. Shit.
I would assume.
Hold on. Oh, my AC is 18.
Which it
Yeah,
still
I
hits
mean,
then.
it would still hit.
Yeah, so you have 2 damage.
Yep, put it in. It did.
Okay. So
Please
the
don't
shrub
tell me I'm
reaches
gonna
out
save
with one of its branches and is able to whack you across the face.
Oh,
Ah.
And
the
on to shrub
hell?
number 5.
Oh right.
It's going to see its brethren. And actually, this one is probably, it's going to go over, even though the owl is up in the air, it's going to go over to kind of go over the owl and just kind of reach up with its branches and try to grab at the owl in the air.
Owl's useful. I love it.
Right?
Leaf mouth agape.
Oh gosh.
You can almost see like a concentrated look on like the leaves kind of like going inward, like it's concentrating and trying really hard to reach this owl up in the air.
Picturing something from like Little Shop of
All
Horrors.
right, so with that,
Feed me,
everyone
Seymour,
who
feed me.
everyone who is walking near who woke up and is going near the fight, roll perception check as well, please.
Ooh.
Oh. Perception. Which ones?
For those of us that are joining, you said?
16.
Are we all joining? Is that what we're assuming?
If you're waking up, if you woke up to
Yeah.
her call, or to Veneris' call, I mean, and
Yeah.
are planning on coming to fight, then roll a perception check.
So you want us to roll perception and initiative, or just perception right now?
Perception and initiative, yes, I'm sorry.
Oh,
Okay.
and initiative.
18 on perception.
But please give me your perception checks first.
18.
16.
12.
7 for Kazeel. Oh, sorry. Phil.
You and me, Gerbil. Bring up
Oh gosh.
caboose.
Wow. That's amazing. You guys were meant to be.
Sure. Hey, Triple had a rough day. Not talking to anybody. Just being silent the entire. No one's asking to climb on his back.
Okay.
Hey,
so
that actually
anyone-
happened.
Anyone with an 18 or above,
For perception?
yes, for perception,
Yep.
as you're getting up and you're moving towards the fight, you hear maybe a light laughter in the distance. And now roll initiative.
17 for Gimbal.
A 4.
5.
Oh,
That's
Ben,
5.
stop it.
Just
So Ren, you rolled a 4.
Correct.
He was a 5.
Gerbil.
Okay. Who else?
16.
Okay.
17 for Gimbal.
You got you.
Okay, good.
Gerbil was sleeping in a tree and he fell out.
Kazeel?
a 14. And just as an aside, if we're dragged from our character sheets into the combat tracker, we can roll right off of our character sheet and it'll automatically pop it in.
If you're not using real dice, but right?
Yeah.
That's what
Yeah.
I just did, but it didn't pop me in.
Yeah, I don't think we're in the combat tracker yet. I don't see us yet.
No, I haven't put you in the combat tracker yet.
It's team
Brandon,
work.
don't worry about it. Me and you aren't going to see the battle. We're so
Yeah.
far behind.
We're stuck in our sleeping bags.
Is the camp
Gerbil doesn't
like, at
even
the
own his
edge?
sleeping bag. He's so confused right now. This is like-
You asked a question, Joe?
Is the camp like towards where I was running?
Yes, the camp is
Okay.
towards where you were running. I think I said before, like maybe 7 trees away. So you're probably looking at maybe like 20 feet, maybe. I'm so bad at like foot distances. Yeah.
It's
A
that
short
way.
distance
I
away.
think that's everyone. So initiative was 17 for Gimbal. Kazeel is 14. Oh, that just went right in there. Tegan 16. Ren is 4. And Gerbil is 5. All right. So actually, you guys, the 5 of you, the ones that had the 18 or above, heard that slight laughter coming from a few, just coming from the general area. You would think a few feet away. And
From from the shrubs.
you can't tell.
Okay, got it.
As you're approaching, you see Silvera surrounded by these 3 standing shrubs. Well, 2 standing, and then 2 are kind of on the ground. Looks like fallen over. 2 are kind of rising against her. Another shrub with like these twig legs and is taking branches and swiping at the owl who's just flying several feet above it in the air. And we start off with, not start off with, but the way the initiative goes is Gerbil. You can take a turn.
Wait, what?
Yeah, because, it went, how would you do that, Dan, usually? Would you start back over from the top?
Yeah.
Okay, all right, so no. I'm
Whatever
sorry.
the new whatever the new order is usually what I do.
Gimbal, it would be, let me get you on here. Give me 1 second. There, it's your turn.
Where am I?
Oh, wait, I
think-
haven't put you on the thing yet.
Dead.
Ah!
All right, give me like a minute, guys. I'm sorry.
No, no worries. There's a ton to learn with this too, especially in the DM side. It's like surprise! Now there's all the things. Yeah.
Oh God.
It's far more intuitive on the player side. The DM side is
Slightly more obtuse.
All right, let me get you guys. Like, give me 2 seconds.
Take your time.
Dribble, are you a ranged person too?
I am. I mean, I can do melee if I have to. I'm just better at ranged.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So wait. we got lots of range. There's like a whole group of people with bows there. It's fantastic.
It's fine.
I'll be helpful on the front lines when I'm level 3. But until then,
every combat is just going to be Silbra attacking all the enemies with everyone else from a
Okay,
distance.
and you can move them if you think you'd be in a different order. I put Gerbil and Rin in the back since they rolled the lowest initiative.
Mm-hmm.
I accept that.
I'm good.
And for measuring wise, every square is 5 feet, I'm assuming?
Yes, correct. And so, Gimbal, you are first to go.
Cool. Gimbal is going to pull out a little sphere and throw it to where it's going to bounce in between the shrubs and explode and cover everything with glitter. This is fairy fire. For those who care. Does this? Is there something I can drop that's going to automatically measure everything that's in the effect? Maybe this.
There are.
Where are you centering it? That's how it works. So I can draw a circle. I can't draw a circle.
Square? Oh. Ha. Centering it right there. Is that showing up for you guys?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Showing up for me.
Yeah. So I'm doing it right there. So I'm trying to catch the 3 awake shrubs, basically.
Okay.
And they have to make a dexterity saving throw. DC is 15.
All right. So that would be 3, 4, and 5. None of them got over 10.
Woo! So everyone attacking them has advantage now.
Okay. All right. So yeah, shrubs, the ones that are awake, 3, 4, and 5
and
have
that's
advantage on attack.
For the next minute.
Great.
Is that specifically melee or any attack?
Attack rolls, I guess.
Yeah, it's
attack rolls.
Yeah, it's attack rolls.
Sweet.
Any attack roll against an affected creature or object has advantage.
Awesome.
As long as you can see it.
Woohoo! Cool.
And these are really sparkly bushes now.
Hey.
You see the bushes, the glitter falls on them, and especially the one that was a little less, that was kind of looking up into the air. You see it kind of like looking at its leaves and the twigs that are kind of its arms, and just freaking out. The other two are really focused on Silvera right now, but do kind of like look around.
I will stop and pause and kind of watch this, like kind of watch with my eyes and my, eyes going up and then down and following it and be like, oh, that is so pretty. Oh, wait, yeah. Wait. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. Is that your turn, Gimbal?
Yes, that is my turn.
All right.
What else you got?
So next is Tegan.
All right, I'm just going to move a little bit just to get out of caster's ways. That should. There we go. That should get everybody some fire. All right, and I will. Let's see. It's controlled with target, right? Yeah. Okay. And I will that's fire off a longbow with advantage, right?
Yes. On your attack roll.
You know what? I'll do it with the tracker. Why not?
Ooh, nice.
That hits.
Yes, it does.
And damage. Oh, why does it do that? It rolls out of the box. All right. And sneak attack, which I'll roll manually, I guess. Because I am attacking with advantage, there is a sneak attack.
You're welcome.
I would have gotten it. But anyway, 2 for the sneak attack damage. So for a total of 9 damage on that.
Okay. All right.
And I will advance the tracker.
All right, getting out of the tent. Oh, it's too early for this. Oh, bushes. It's like we're back in the 70s, and I'll hold out my. I'm gonna draw one sword in front of me, and my shorter blade, like so, to kind of protect myself. And I'm going to bite my finger to draw a little bit of blood, and squeeze it in my hand, and little blood mist is gonna pour out over the 3 shrubs that are awake.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm casting Bane, so all 3 of them will have to roll a charisma saving throw.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna take a look.
And which ones are those again that you're targeting, Dan?
I think that the ones that are awake, so I think that's 3,
4, and 5.
Let me just see what my spell DC would be, because I have a +3. So just it'd be 13 is my current.
Okay. Shrub number 5 got a 16. The other 2 fail.
Okay.
So 3 and 4 fail.
All right. So the one that succeeded is fine.
Okay.
The other 2, I get to keep this up for a minute. It's a concentration spell, so I'll have that in case I take damage. Let's see. Whenever a target that fails a saving throw makes an attack roll or a saving throw while the spell's up, they have to roll a d4 and subtract the number rolled from the attack or the saving throw. So if they go to attack or they have to roll a save or something, they have to roll d4s and subtract that.
Awesome.
Okay.
Who got Bane again?
And is that
3?
for what amount of time is that for, Dan?
It's for 1 minute. So 10 rounds. But it's concentration, so
Okay, Okay, right.
Go back
Okay.
into my, my defensive stance.
And that was saving throw or attack, right?
Correct.
Okay, all right. Just want to make sure. All right. Awesome.
I think Renarius is always in a defensive stance.
Nice with the book up, yeah.
Okay, and is that your turn, Dan?
That's it. Yep. I will move this down. Boop.
All right, Silvera, you're up.
1 second. Call me with my mouth full.
Sorry. Giggles.
Okay. I want to do Searing Smite.
Okay, just to remind you, Shrub 1 and 2 are asleep.
So
If I hit them, will they wake up?
Yes, they will.
You can,
Okay. I want to do Searing Smite on shrubbery number 3. I'm going to turn around. Forgot how to turn around. Whatever. I've turned around.
Okay.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and roll this. 16.
16 hits?
Remember, you have advantage.
Even without advantage, it hits.
Well,
She can roll a crit.
I mean,
Oh,
there's
that's
a
true.
50-50 chance. Oh no, really not. 7. Yeah, that's not gonna work for me. Okay. What is it with me in 4s? I did 4 damage.
4 damage?
Mm-hmm.
And you put the damage in wound, right, Dan?
Yes.
WND? Just want to make sure. Okay. That's what the system was doing, so that's what I'm doing as well. All right. And what were you doing? What was that attack, Melissa?
Searing Smite.
Okay. All right. So you do your Searing Smite. And it's shrubbery number 3 is definitely looking bloodied.
Yeah.
Well, you know, I mean,
Or
it's not
sappy.
bleeding, but it's looking a little
Sappy.
sappy.
It's sapping.
Most of its
Leaves-
leaves are
The
gone.
leaves are falling off. It's looking a little droopy. Yeah.
But
And
it's
that's
still
when
gorgeous.
we find out it's a baby Groot. No.
Oh, oof. All right. Is that your turn, Silver?
I think I'm gonna move away from shrubs. I'm gonna move right there.
Okay. I believe that provokes an attack of opportunity from shrubbery number 3 that you just hit.
This is not my day.
And 4 if it's still alive and awake.
Oh yeah,
man.
4
So we're in
4
for
too.
it.
Thank you. Thanks.
Dan!
Thanks, Dan.
Sorry,
Damn
I
it.
got a
Oh.
damn.
Gotta play it straight up,
damn
yeah.
You need to like just like choke you right.
Nice. Smacks Gazelle away by. So
Be a dirty look.
awesome.
I'm so gonna
All
die.
right, a 6 doesn't hit. So
Yay!
shrubbery number 3, just kind of the branch whooshes by you as you step out of the way quick enough.
Woo!
And then
You
shrubbery
suck.
number 4. Oh, you're not doing that. Okay.
Excuse me.
Please miss, please miss, please miss.
Well, once I can get it to actually do what I need it to do, then fine. Okay, there we go. Does a 15 hit? Or misses? Okay.
Misses.
All right, perfect. All right, so the same thing for shrubbery number 4. It reaches out and you step out of its way just in
go.
time. Nice. Nice. All right. So you were able to step away from them securely. Renerius, I believe it is your turn. Yes.
Okie doke. I will cast Firebolt at the one who's reaching for the owl.
That's shrubbery number 5.
Yes. Firebolt with advantage. Go.
Fireball. Not fireball. Burn down the hole first. It's just-
Wow.
23 is a hit.
Yeah, obviously.
4 damage.
Fire
Okay.
damage.
Fire damage, if that matters.
Okay, what do you do when it's vulnerable to something, Dan? Does it double?
If it's vulnerable, it's doubled. Yep.
Give it
Or
a.
you roll it twice, or whatever the damage.
All right, so 4 turns to 8.
Yeah.
And you see the shrubbery number 5 who is reaching up at the owl suddenly just kind of double over. Leaves just kind of whooshing off of it.
That's right. Get out of here.
You tell him.
That's
Good,
pretty
You tell
good
them,
job,
Renerius.
Renerius. Way to go.
All
Show
right.
the world.
And is that your turn, Renerius?
That's my turn, yeah.
Awesome. Is your owl doing anything?
Nope, he'll still be circling in the air.
Great. Make a perception roll, Renerius, for the owl.
For the owl, okay.
For the owl.
Owl, where are you? Oh, hang on.
It's okay. I'm looking up something else, so.
It's pretty good perception now.
Owl perception.
You know what? I might have been able to help you with this a lot quicker. You're just going off the owl stats, correct?
Yeah.
Perception is let's see, +3. That goes off of
Wisdom.
wisdom, so it'd be 15 total for perception. 15.
Well, I mean, it says. Oh.
I mean, you have a +3 for perception, so.
Yeah, I just rolled that. Are you looking for a passive?
Okay, so 16. Okay, no, you're fine. You're fine. This is fine. No, you did right.
Gary.
So, yeah, there you go. So 16. How far is your owl circling out, Renarius?
I think it's just hovering like in one spot, 50
But
feet
you
up.
said about 50 feet up in the air.
Yes. Also, it takes an action for me to see through my owl's eyes. So if it sees anything, I don't think Renarius is privy to it unless he's going to take his turn to do it.
Okay. All right. Cool beans.
The owl knows everything.
Screams down from above, but we don't know why.
The only one who understands is Pip.
So shrub number 1 is still asleep. So we will pass by shrub number 1 and shrub number 2.
Man, all the shrubs rolled better than me.
Shrub number 3. Let's see. All right. So, well, that doesn't help Stephanie. That's a stupid reaction. All right. So shrub number 3 is going to go after Kazeel.
Ah, kazoo.
It's going to lumber over. You see this shrub just kind of lumbering over towards you, Kazeel. No, we don't want to do that. We want to just do Kazeel. Thank you.
Could you
Thank you
down?
for being cooperative.
Shrub.
That actually, I'm just going to just roll myself for that one, I think. Like, it's at a disadvantage. It should be at a disadvantage because of the spell. Yes. I know the D4 subtract from the saving from the so does a 14 hit, Kazeel?
Oh, let's take a peek. See what's my AC. It does. Yep.
Okay. Oh gosh, dang it. Why does it say it has advantage, Dan? That the shrub has advantage on you? I'm not.
Do I still have
the unconscious tag?
Why would you have an unconscious tag?
It has a grant
advantage. I don't know why I have that. It's a random effect that I have on me.
Cassiel's just very good at getting hit.
Applied by Gimbal.
Don't look at me. I didn't do it.
What have you done,
Look back at Gimbal. And what's this?
A knife in your back.
Just to be fair, I'm
He's
going
like, this
to...
is how you die.
Nice.
The gnomes are taking over.
So it says it dropped a 14. So would a 12 hit, Kazeel?
No.
Okay, you're good. I went ahead and just you got out of that one easy.
The great breeze. Oh.
All right, so just whiffs by you. So on to shrub number 4. Who is actually takes a look over at Gimbal and kind of looks at the glitter
As it
on its leaves And,
Sees a little bit of glitter on Gimble's hand.
and starts lumbering towards you, Gimble.
Great. Stay away, I'm allergic.
Now the fairy fire stays where it was, right? Or is it gone?
No, it's
on them.
It stays.
Like
it's on them.
like glitter. It fell on them. It's now on
Yeah.
them forever. Or 1 minute.
Oh. Right.
All right. And it whiffs you. Goes right. The limb goes right by your head. You're able to duck out of the way. So on to shrub number 5. Who is going to turn his attention
I didn't do it.
away from the owl and go over to Gimble as well?
Yeah.
Because it noticed the glitter especially.
Ah, come on!
It's always the fault of the glitter bomb.
Keep your pollen away from me.
And it misses.
Cha-cha.
So whiffs right by you as well. All right. So that is, I believe, no, it's Gerble's turn. Finally.
What? What?
Meet him
What
where
do I
it
do?
hurts, the
What do I
bear.
do?
Gerbil, help!
What do I do?
Help your gnome friend!
Also, everyone make perception checks as well.
Yes.
I still can't tell.
Oh, that was
I made a
bad.
Perception check.
I rolled an 8.
14.
Kazeel had a 14.
I got a 9. 9.
Hey,
Eight.
Gerbil can kind of see things.
Wow, that's pretty
16.
impressive.
At least you don't still have sand in your eye.
You are closer to the sky.
I had
so-
sand, didn't I?
How's our weather?
All right. So Gerbil, go ahead and take your
Oh.
turn.
Okay. How do I do this? Okay. Gerbil is going to
Or you know what? Let me go ahead and tell you, since you're the only person that would have perceived this. Okay.
Okay.
As you're about ready to march towards, I'm guessing, or target one of the shrubs that are just towering your friends and covered, most of them covered in glitter. The other two are asleep on the ground, and you're like, this is just a mess. You hear, you could probably. It sounds like somewhere to your kind of right, about, oh gosh, about, according to the map, about 50 feet away, 60 feet away. You hear that laughter kind of echo through the trees again. It's kind of echoing through the trees, kind of coming around to you as the forest kind of curves towards you. There.
Okay. Keeping an eye on the line of shrubs, I'm gonna go over here. Go towards the sound. Do I see anything when I go over there?
You see nothing in that immediate area. You do hear a cough coming from about 40 feet, 40 feet away from you. Kind of to, kind of like up towards that clearing a bit. Right there at the line of the trees. Might even see a bit of movement.
Like enough of movement that I could shoot a bow at it? Shoot an arrow at it?
I mean, you could try, but it would definitely be at disadvantage because there are so many trunks, there are so many limbs, and you're just seeing like a brief glimpse of something.
You know what? I'm gonna go for it.
Okay, at disadvantage.
So,
Go ahead and just make an attack roll at disadvantage.
okay. And using my longbow.
Okay.
Ooh.
All right.
Ooh.
That so you draw back an arrow, Gerbil. Shoot it, kind of aim towards what you're seeing and the brief glimpses in between the limbs and the trees, and fire, and it hits right into one of the bases of the trees.
Oh, they better say, and I kill Silver. What is this like? What?
And then you
No, that even happened.
make another perception check for me, Gerbil. Since you're focused in on this.
I can do that. Okay. Perception. Where's my perception? 14.
You hear the hell?
Okay.
And you still have a free action left.
Free action. Oh man, I just realized if that had hit, I could have called that a surprise attack, but it did not hit. I don't think I can do anything. I'm gonna. Can I like stage whisper to Ren? Be like, Ren.
You have a free action which includes talking.
But I don't want whatever this thing. Can I?
You can try to make a stealth roll.
To yell at Ren.
If you're trying to be quiet about it and not have this thing hear you.
I'm trying to be quiet about it. So
okay, then make a stealth roll. Mm-hmm.
Stealth roll. Oh hey, I got good stealth. Never mind.
Yeah, you do. Yeah.
Never mind.
Okay, so go ahead and say what you're going to say, Gerbil.
Red. There's something over here. He's invisible.
Sounds great. I feel like I can't talk till it's my turn. I'll respond, which I guess is my turn now.
Mm-hmm. That's your action, Gerbil. You're good. I'll take it along for you. It's no problem.
Okay, welcome to Let's Teach Zach How to Use Fantasy Grounds.
Sure.
I don't know.
Okay,
are you rolling? So you're rolling in Fantasy Grounds, correct?
Yes. So first off, I'm going to move to here. I'm gonna say to Gerbil, "What do you mean? There's something over here?"
Something over there.
But I don't have any idea where it is because I didn't perceive it. Right.
Right.
Well, I hear that. I'm still going to come here, but I'm going to shoot at Shrub 4. I'm going to look back through the trees and shoot back at Shrub 4. So how do I roll to attack Shrub 4?
So control left click. So hold down control and left click awaken Shrub 4.
On the battle map?
Yes.
Okay.
Do you see a white arrow going from you to the shrub?
Yes.
Then it is targeted.
Okay.
So then you would go to your
actions.
Your character sheet. Mm-hmm. To your actions.
Do I let go of control at this point?
Yes, you can let go of control. Let go of control, Zach.
I'm just asking.
No, you're fine.
So I'm shooting. So I grab the dice and I roll it. I'm assuming.
Yes. Yeah. You. Mm-hmm.
Boom. 12. And before I pull it back and before it shoots, I say, "Happy birthday." And then I let it go. So that's 17. But how do I roll for advantage? Seems it was a glittered one.
Well,
roll again.
Yes. I mean, yeah, you can just roll again.
Okay.
In the future, there's an ADV button at the bottom left. There's ADV for advantage and BIS for disadvantage. If you click that first, then roll.
Oh, I see. Okay. So then 24 is my hit then.
Woo.
Okay.
And then
was that a natural 20 or?
No, it was 19.
Okay. All right.
So then damage, it's 1d6 + 3. So do I just roll a d6?
You can. Yeah, you can just roll again.
Okay.
Okay.
And then 24 is my hit then. So then 19 plus 3 is 23. So do I just roll a d6?
23. Okay. All right.
Okay. So then 24 is my hit then. And then 19 plus 3 is 23. So do I just roll a d6?
If you click on it, Dan, right? You click on it and it rolls it.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, it
well,
does.
in the actions, if you're in the actions tab of your character sheet, there's the
Yes.
attack on the left, but there's like another thing for the damage just to the right.
Your
of that.
1d6 plus 3 piercing.
Got it. So I did 4 piercing damage to it because I did roll a d6 already.
If you drag it right, grab the 1d4 plus 3, whatever, right out of that and roll it, it'll add it all for you too. Instead of the dice on the bottom.
That's better, even though I rolled a 1 first time. But whatever. I'll take it.
Okay, so that was for shrub number 4.
Yeah.
All right, so you see, how would you? Is there any specific way you would like to take down the shrub?
Never thought I'd hear that.
You know, right at the ankle. You know, trying to just cut it off at the root. You know?
There you go, at the root. Yeah.
Okay, all right. So you aim for that root. Arrow goes right through it, and it just crumples to the ground. Lee is just falling completely off of it,
Perfect.
and it is gone.
Sweet. And then how do I progress saying my turn is done in the tracker?
You hit the little dragon with the down arrow.
Turn complete.
That will
Done.
take it to the next person.
I've learned
Before
everyone.
you go, Gimbal, everyone. Okay, no, we've already done the perception checks. So,
Dragon with a
Gimbal, it is your turn.
Cool. So
We're done.
I'll be using Firebolt on the awakened shrub. Although, yeah, that's right next to me, number 5.
Okay.
Firebolt Bros.
Yeah, and oh, bad. Crit fail.
Yeah. See how you like it.
Did you get a 1?
Yeah, I rolled a natural 1.
All right. So you go to move, and you just kind of almost slip on the ground, but you're
Don't-
able to catch yourself. But it's just kind
Don't
of
you have
embarrassing.
advantage on that shrub?
Oh, you're right. I do.
Oh yeah.
I have no idea what that roll was, though. I just rolled in Fantasy Grounds, but nothing happened. That was weird.
Yes, sometimes it rolls out of the box. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll just roll my actual dice then.
Okay.
That's a 20.
All right. 20 hits. Roll damage.
And
Is that a natural 20?
No, it is not
Okay.
a natural 20.
All right.
I wish it was a natural 20. Okay, and that's a D10. That is 10 fire damage.
All right.
So-
So, is there any way that you would like to kill this shrub?
So I'm pulling out what looks kind of like a steel cylinder and shooting what looks like a flare out of it.
Okay.
And I'm doing it at point blank, so I'm just literally just sticking it into the bush. And
Brutal
A
end.
fire starter.
So you guys see Gumball just kind of take this flare, light it, and just shove it inside of the bush, inside of the branches.
So
it just kind
many
of
jokes
disappears. And then you see the bush just kind of step away, look at itself, and it just kind of, from the inside out, just kind of consumes in flames. You see its like branches kind of like wiggling around for a bit and then just die down to the, and it's gone. It's not even there.
woohoo!
So, next, I'm just getting rid of that one. Next is Tegan.
All right. All right. I'll take it. Well, let's see. Let me get a better angle on that, so I don't end up hitting Kazeel by mistake. I'm sure he'll appreciate that. 2, 3, 4.
Arrow whistles by your ear and just nicks it.
Lightly step up there, and then with advantage, I will target. I have got him 3 targeted. Yep. Okay. And I will, with advantage, roll a hit. Okay.
Gerbil, while this is happening, you hear after what happened with
Oh, come on.
Gimble's turn. With the bush completely exploding, you hear from the same direction you heard something from before. Oh man, that was cool.
How come it's not registered? Okay, I'll target it.
God, if this is a frat
It's
guy.
another
Yeah, I was gonna
frat
say-
room. Yeah, I can tell
College
already.
guys.
There it is.
We have an
Shit,
audience.
is that you?
Nice.
All right,
Nat-
critical
Nat-
hit, man.
Yeah, Nat.
Dang.
Nat
Woody
20?
got some moves.
All right, roll for
Nice,
damage.
Tegan.
Will it automatically? It should automatically crit it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it says critical hit.
There it is.
Nice.
All right.
yeah.
How is there any specific way you would like to take this shrub down? This was 3.
Yeah,
Yes.
shrub 3. Don't even
God
need.
damn it! Everybody else is killing things except for me.
Hey, Gerbil hasn't shot crap.
I will.
You ran off, okay? You just
You
like
did
walked
shoot
away.
into the bushes.
No, I shot into a clearing. Thank you very much.
Oh, I wasn't paying attention that much.
Yeah, a tree.
All right.
It doesn't
Was there any
look
way that
funky.
you wanted to take that shrub down, Tegan?
Yes, I want to go down to one knee, take very careful aim at the root or stem, I guess whatever the branch, the trunk of the bush was, and try to
Yes.
split the trunk right in half with the arrow.
You send your arrow flying. It does exactly that. You see the trunk of the bush just kind of split, and it slowly goes up until the entire thing just goes into 2 parts and falls to the ground.
He split Robin's arrow in twain.
All right, so you guys just have 2 sleeping bushes right now. Yeah, I mean, what we can go with the next person.
Oh yeah, that's my turn. Sorry. Oh, it's already dead.
Yeah, I've already taken it. And so Kazeel, it's your turn. You can attack, or you can take us out of initiative, whatever you want to do.
Well, not knowing that our friend Broadley is down there in the bushes, or frat bro, I still have a concern that these shrubs are here, so I'm gonna attack Wakened Shrub 1. I'm gonna head up there.
What are you doing?
As per the
Can you just
unconscious
leave it
condition,
It's asleep. Why are you gonna attack it when it's asleep? It's gonna wake up.
I
What
mean-
the hell is wrong with you?
If it wakes,
What does a sleeping shrub look like, really, when you think about it?
right, you stay over there in the bushes, right? If this week, eventually this is gonna wake up, isn't it?
Kazoo,
Bring it.
I propose that we just go away. I mean, we can run off in time, far enough away that they won't follow us, hopefully. But I swear to you, if you wake that thing up, there's no telling what I'm gonna do.
I can't say that I like the mages that we shared the camp with last night, but
They're passed out drunk. I mean, come on.
can't leave them here with these shrubs. They wake up,
Burn
they're
'em.
gonna kill them. I'm taking
Burn
these
them
out.
down!
and I'll just-
You do notice that it's
Fine,
starting
whatever.
to dawn light now, since that was the 3rd watch that we were on. So it is becoming dawn in the sky. Things are lightening up a bit. Everyone make perception checks for me. Gerbil, your stand, since you are focused.
17.
Wait,
That
okay.
20.
So I don't roll
Nice.
again?
No, you're fine.
Okay.
15.
70.
9.
All right, so anything with a 6, we'll go with a 15 or above. We'll hear, wake up. Cha. Coming from the bushes, kind of to the east of you.
Okay.
Coming from the trees to the east of you, to the large group of you. Durable, it's still coming from like the northeast, around, as I said, around those trees, where you saw something move earlier.
I'll be sort of
Wait,
like
what was that? What?
swaying. Yep.
Eh,
You're kidding me.
Everybody heard that, right?
Right.
Gerbil's growling.
Five,
Gerbil's
six,
just like,
seven. I'll start heading in that direction. Am I heading like southeast? Is this the appropriate direction from whence the sound came?
From what you can tell, it's in that direction, yes.
Okay.
What
Wait a
did you
minute, what
roll,
about the bushes?
Kazeel?
A 17. for
17.
perception.
I would say that you'd probably see a little bit of movement. It's up at the top of those trees on the map, where you
okay.
see it kind of go off to the side there, to the east, that little path.
Okay.
It's kind of around that area.
All right. I'm gonna take my Kanto, which is effectively a dagger, and hold it by the blade and just throw it in the direction I heard that.
Yes, kill
Okay.
him. Kill him.
Roll, go ahead and roll just an attack for me, please.
Boop.
Yeah.
17.
All right.
You kinda hurt. I'm not gonna call my friends. My companions.
All right. So you
That's some
hear.
consequences. Chuck it.
So you throw your dagger, right? Your knife.
Yes.
Seal?
Mhm.
In that direction. You hear you hear a slight kind of rustling in the trees in that direction, like whatever it is trying to like bolt into the trees. But you aim your dagger just right to where you hear this God, oh my, and you still hear the rustling, like whatever it is trying to still move through the trees, moving south through the trees. Not towards Gerbil's direction, but not going towards Gerbil directly. Trying to stay in the trees and out of sight.
You can't outrun us. Get out here.
Kazeel, Rhaenyra, you rolled a natural 20, right?
No.
I did.
Gimbal, you will notice that you will see the figure as it's moving through the trees.
Gotcha.
Looks human, but it's hard to tell with the trunks, and it's passing through the trunks and the branches and the leaves.
You can't outrun us. Come out.
Are we still in initiative order?
Yo.
No, you can go. You can make free action.
Okay,
Hey.
Oh.
Gerbil's just gonna book it into these woods.
Okay.
Gerbil-
Make,
Gerbil's pissed.
make a dexterity check.
Dexterity. Wait, no, I'm good with the dexterity. Hopefully, I was supposed to be good the last time. Dexterity.
Out with the clearing a little bit. Like,
Come on.
Wait.
Oh.
This is to see how well you're moving through the trees. So you start towards the trees, Gerbil, and you trip
I'm gonna
over.
use wheel dice from now on.
You trip over one of the roots from the from one of the larger trees and just start stumbling forward, unable to grab whatever this is. You do kind of notice some legs moving though and some arms, so you do kind of think this is probably a human.
Yeah, I'm gonna just shout. I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna kill you.
you don't even want that, do you? Come out.
Come here.
Can I do the
and we'll
same
talk.
thing
Oh
as
my god. And you see coming out of the trees, it's Kring.
Oh my gosh.
You
The-
out of
His-
soul.
Wait,
His
what?
left pant leg cut off, his right arm on his shirt cut off, and he's holding a crumpled paper in his hand.
What the hell?
You
He
stupid
throws it at
arse.
your feet, just like in the general direction of everyone. Are you? I was just having some fun. God.
You hurt
I'll show you.
Silver
Fun.
and
I'm
maybe
gonna
some
pull out my pickaxe. Just like
Are you kidding
war
me?
pick.
Do you know how bad
You're
she's
the-
gonna hurt you?
You're the crazies that did this to me. I was passed out in the woods, and who
We
wrote-
cut off.
Who was T? Who was T?
Tegan did it. Tegan did it. And I
I
point.
will
to him.
step forward.
A torn pant leg
I will
causes
step,
you to send an army of shrub demons against us.
I'm gonna start laughing.
Spring is not even going to acknowledge you, Gerbil. He's going to walk straight up to Tegan.
Oh my gosh. I want to kill him.
Thought.
I want to kill him.
What?
Do I get an attack
And
of
he
opportunity
gets-
when he
he
walks
gets-
past me?
Inches? No, he gets inches from your face, Tegan. What in the blazes? That's how you treat someone who allows you to stay in their camp? My
I will-
God, we were just having a good time.
I will
Terrible.
turn to him and point out. Not 1 hour before we came upon you, we buried a drow in the woods.
I don't
Someone's-
even care.
It could have been you.
I could have been. I'm not a drow. Let me just tell you. I'm human. Could someone? God, can anyone heal this stupid? Take this, and he
I'll come back and-
pulls it out of his leg. You do it. You do it.
Yeah, if
Cecile?
he's talking to Tegan, I feel like that's mine.
God, are you
Shave it.
kidding me? What are you people?
I'll throw a little mechanical spider at him, but it's just gonna repair his clothing.
Nice.
What?
Good as new.
Oh. He grabs the mechanical spider gimbal and throws it on the ground and crushes it and steps on it with his good leg.
Kill him.
Are you?
No
what
one will
the
miss him.
freak is that?
No one will miss him. No
You're
one will
welcome.
miss him.
That's it. Look,
one
I
will
was
miss
just
him.
trying to have a little fun with you guys. I was being nice to you last night. This is how you freaking repay me.
Hey, I fixed your
And-
clothes.
Last night was fine.
Gimbal, I don't. Guys, y'all need to
And
shut
plus,
up.
I swear I have money missing. I swear I have money missing. Oh my god.
Whoa. Whoa.
Okay.
Don't
All
even
right,
know
that's fine.
about
Fine.
that.
Whatever. Just, do whatever you need to do. I'm
Are you sure you
leaving.
didn't
Have
lost
a
it
great
along the
life,
way?
guys. You're just the worst. And he'll start back towards his camp.
I'll let him go.
What's up his butt?
Say we kill
And
him.
as he's walking off, he flips you all the bird.
Nice.
Oh yeah? Oh yeah?
Gerbil's started to dodge an arrow. Just like as he's just someone stop me.
Get him in the leg. Do it. Get him in the leg.
Oh, you're encouraging me. Okay.
Oh heck
That
yeah.
Tegan will
There's a
give
reason I got
Gerbil
his
the-
gold.
not worth it. He's going to end up.
Right.
As he walks past Renarius is going to say, "Thank you for your hospitality."
Gerbil just glares at Renarius. Just glares.
That's amazing.
Last
incredible.
night was fun. I enjoyed
Oh,
it.
sweetheart, you have no idea. You are just so sweet and innocent.
All right, so you guys are out of initiative.
Okay.
Well, I mean, you guys have been out of
Wait,
initiative,
wait.
but you're.
I think
Well, we
need
still
to
got
get
two
away
shrubs.
You
from
still
the-
have two shrubs
Let's
asleep.
run away.
Well, they
let's
can get
run
him
away.
if they want.
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, how long's it been? Because sleep only lasts a minute. If it's been longer than a minute,
Oh yeah. So
Oh shit, run.
point.
Well, but was he not controlling them? So he's
Good
is he-
point. So you see the shrubs kind of okay. You see the shrubs kind of reshape themselves, and they don't rise up on the limbs like they did before. They just kind of become regular shrubs again.
Hey, we solved the shrub puzzle.
All this because Tegan just tore his pants.
I fixed his pants. I don't know what he's complaining about.
This was a bit too far, I think. Also, I don't think he knew trouble he was getting in after hurting Silvra.
He's just spoiled.
She would have gotten him good. Really would have saving him.
Spoiled.
Wait, what did you
Spoiled
say?
mage.
I wasn't paying attention.
Oh, really? We were saving him from your wrath. I don't think he knew what he was getting into, hurting you with these shrubs.
I mean, he's kind. They were both kind of dumb, so I mean, no
Right.
wonder I got gold from them.
Oh, it was you.
Only one of them was dumb enough to attack us.
God.
Excellent. All right, I'm ready.
Now,
to get
I
to
do want to
Fairweather.
bring up, and I almost hate to bring it up, but
Right.
these guys are from Fairweather.
Right.
Do we want to go into town with a bad reputation?
I
These are
think they
frat
have a
boys sleeping in the
reputation
woods.
already.
I don't think anyone would care.
I
All
agree.
right.
mean,
I don't know. We don't know who they are. That's all I'm saying.
I don't think they would want trouble going back to school, so I mean, it's not
Hey.
going to really matter.
They
Well, I think
probably
it
have
also-
a reputation already.
I mean, if it's that much of a problem, we could kill them right now, and they don't talk to anybody.
No.
Hey, your suggestion, not mine.
Wow. Hey,
Oh, that's
hey,
probably
you know what
a
you
bit
should
too
do?
far.
I was willing to leave them alone, but now
Gerbil.
my hair is all like frizzed up like a cat.
Gerbil.
I'm just like,
Gerbil. I'm gonna start pulling on your shirt. Gerbil. Hey, look at your sunflower. It makes you happy, right?
wait, do I have a sunflower? Where did I get a sunflower? Did I get it from the girl?
The
Yeah.
girl
No,
gave you one.
she didn't give you a sunflower.
Yeah, she
showed
didn't
you
give me
hers.
one. She showed me hers. Yeah.
Oh. All right. Well,
So you just tell me to think of sunflower.
never mind. That didn't work too well. Let me see if I got something in my pack or sweet roll.
All right. And so while you guys start back on the road, I'm assuming, or start at least walking away from this area.
Don't we need to go like get our gear?
Yeah, I want to. On the way out, I want to pick up my arrow I shot at him.
Okay.
Nice.
All right. And we'll go ahead and take our bio break here. And then if you guys want to do anything else in this area, you
I have
can.
to take a pee
Can
on
Gerbil-
Shrub.
Can Gerbil get his arrow back too? If Ren gets his arrow back.
Can I like whack Tegan? up the side
Yes,
of it?
because it just landed in the tree. No problem.
Okay. It's okay.
Before I pee in the shrub, I'll be like, take it. You don't have to do that.
Okay, guys, so we'll take our 10 to 15 minute bio break. Thank you, guys. So, Chad, we'll see you in 10 to 15 minutes after we go and refresh our coffees, go to the bathroom, etc., etc.
Okay.
So, see you then.
Nice. Catch you shortly. Still haven't made her her thing. So sorry, her BRB screen, but I promise I'll get that this week.
Get it together, Dan.
For real.
I'm just kidding.
I'm gonna make some coffee, and then I will be back.
Oh man, go have a smoke.
Coffee hype. Coffee hype.
Well, how about this? We can put Netflix on, okay? Put Netflix on. Yeah.
Ba-doom, doom, doom, whoa. As we all just stare awkwardly at chat while stuffing our faces.
I just brushed my teeth. I can't eat no more for the rest of the night. I need to brush my teeth again.
Save you all from the crunching.
Although I should have got.
I mean, you know, you can always brush your teeth again, you know?
It's too much work. It's too much work.
It's what when people are just like, yeah, just brush your teeth at a certain time of night, then you won't eat anything afterwards. I'm like, no, because I'm an adult and I realize I can just brush my teeth again.
Yeah, that would not work for me.
See, that's just it's too much work.
It's just science. You can only brush once.
Although now that I'm thinking about it, I should have ate one of my Cheddar Bay biscuits I just got.
What?
Right.
Did you get a Valentine's Day Cheddar Bay biscuit?
Yeah, two of them, 2 boxes. Because I made a joke about it on Facebook, and then my friend Austin, I can't believe it was actually him, but he did it also to kind of spite my sister, which makes it even better. Because my sister was, because I on Facebook I asked, I was like if anyone wants me on my Valentine's Day, Cheddar Bay biscuits are the quickest way to my heart, kind of thing. And I shared the link about sending Red Lobster Cheddar Bay biscuits for Valentine's, and then my sister commented, going like, "No, you're supposed to get those for a girl, and then if she likes you, they'll share them with you." And it's like, we live in a society where men can expect to get, you know, if I want Cheddar Bay biscuits, is it not? I mean,
yeah. You could it's totally your right to expect to want Cheddar Bay biscuits on Valentine's Day. It's totally in your right.
And I mean, I think it's just kind of disingenuous for me to send them to a girl I like, expecting her to share them.
Exactly.
That's kind of that's presumptuous of me.
Exactly.
You know that. I don't know if she shared them. It's like I'd be kind of like, do you really love Cheddar Bay biscuits?
Also, you're an adult that can, just buy them.
Oh, that too. But, either way,
it's still nice to receive them.
It was.
Better to receive than give.
My dad answered the door, and we actually saved our doorbell camera footage of the visible confusion on my dad's face and on the girl who was delivering biscuits. Nice. Both of them were just like, because it's like we didn't order food.
Perfect.
But I now have like 12 cheddar bay biscuits, so I came out on top.
Hey, you did.
It's a win.
But you're having for breakfast every morning.
And
Breakfast.
That
I
seems a bit
mean-
much for breakfast. A lot of garlic.
I have no idea what it is. It sounds like a biscuit. So I don't
red
know.
lobster
it's a-
biscuit.
Yeah, it had,
Red lobster cheddar bay biscuits.
Oh, okay.
Wait.
You could never have too much garlic.
Thank you. I was gonna say, do you guys avoid garlic for breakfast? Is this a thing?
Well, I mean,
We've just lived in Jersey too long.
I don't eat any garlic for garlic for something garlicky for breakfast. Just
With an omelet,
I don't like
would
it.
mine.
I don't like it.
Or something some garlic and bacon and everything.
I haven't
Got
done
you
this
some
in a long
garlic to put
time.
on your
Maybe
garlic.
some garlicky
That's right.
potatoes.
Oh, I haven't done
For
this in a long time.
breakfast?
But you roast a whole head of garlic, and it gets really soft, and you literally just spread the cloves on toast.
For breakfast? This is the worst. I don't like this timeline.
garlic toast crunch.
I'm in the wrong timeline, obviously. Something flipped. I've gone rogue.
I have a board game I got for Christmas called Horrified, and it's like a game based on all the
That's the one with all the monsters.
all the Universal
Cool
movie
monsters?
monsters. Like
Yeah, that looks really
Vlad
cool.
Dracula, and it's a hilarious game. I love it, but the whole gimmick for how to choose the first player in the rule books, it states the last person to have garlic goes first.
That's great.
Priorities.
Yeah.
All right. She's back.
I didn't realize that that Kreen kid really did, make me mad. I wrote in all caps on my sheet of paper.
Say he what?
Oh, that I just hate him. That I wanted to kill him. It's in my
Well,
notes forever now.
They're going back to Fairweather, so
Or are they?
you could get your chance.
Before they become the big bads of the whole campaign.
I know, seriously.
It's me.
I would
Rob.
take-
Remember what you did to us.
I would take anything. I would take the shrubs.
I started studying necromancy because those shrubs weren't enough.
All
That's
right.
why we
There's a
should
whole
kill him
army
now.
of people with torn sleeves
Why
and
we
a torn
kill him
antler.
now?
They start a cult. A cult.
And that's how I became a lich.
It wasn't even the next it wasn't even like the next morning. How was he not hungover? There's something
Yeah.
shady about this dude.
Thank you. This is why we need to kill them right now.
Exactly.
Hey,
Good
out of
sister.
character, I am with you. I don't think Gimble's quite there, but I am with you.
I mean, I told you guys this in our chat during the week, but it was like if Gerbil was here last week and was of his mind, he would almost killed them last week. But
Okay.
Gerbil
All
was
right.
not of the
Well,
right mind last week.
welcome back, guys. Let's get started. So
Oh,
you guys have about, you have where the guys were, you could stop by there to see if they're gone, or, you can continue on the road if you don't have anything else to collect.
I mean, did we leave our stuff there?
I was gonna say I
Yeah,
at least
keep
need to
it.
go get my bedroll. I mean,
Just sort of, retcon that.
I think I would have packed up before watch, maybe.
Okay. You're lucky I just rolled low because they could have taken some of your stuff. But you guys, we'll say that you guys head over to where you are camping out. We'll say that you sat your stuff not really with their stuff, but kind of a little bit, a couple of trees away. And it is surprisingly safe because they rolled a 1.
Wow.
Did they go back to bed? Like, did he go back
No,
to bed hungover?
the tents are gone. They've packed up and left. But yeah, so they've gotten their stuff and they've started on their way.
Let's
Trust him.
make our way to Fairweather. Get the hell out of here. Out to
Hey,
here.
Gamble. Gamble. Can you hear me?
I hit Gimbal and I say, she's trying to get your attention.
Hey,
I'm
hey.
sorry. What?
Well, never mind. I probably shouldn't snap at you. That's a little rude.
Nah, it's cool.
Nice shot in the bush there, man.
Thanks.
Oh, and Tegan, is it okay if I call you Woody?
He stops in his tracks.
Only my mother can call me Woody.
Oh, awkward.
And he'll say, okay, we're even. I apologize for you getting hurt in that exchange. You can call me Woody.
All right, that's fair enough.
Just you.
Oh, okay.
Anybody else calls me
Hey.
Woody.
Everybody, nobody call him Woody except me. Or else you
Look back.
have your shot with a bow or something. But anyway, that was a nice shot back there. Thank you.
I try. I just want to, as we're walking, I just want to address the group and say I apologize. I thought I misjudged that person. I thought he would be smart enough to.
You don't have to apologize for an idiot like that.
That was really funny.
He did turn out to be an idiot because we got to
We
realize
should have killed him.
we got to realize that we're not in the friendliest of situations anymore since the city ascended, and they're very, very cavalier about it. And he's really is stupid because he should have done the numbers and realized we could have easily taken care of the situation. He'll unfortunately, I tried to teach him a lesson, but he'll find out the hard way, I'm sure.
We'll write it on his epitaph, I'm sure.
I mean,
Yeah.
but is it mages just doing magic all willy-nilly? The whole reason there's a divide with the mages, and there's
There is a lot of fear on the other side. As I eat my bacon.
and
This is great.
but he's considered one of the good ones because he's at the school and he's just compared to
Every group has it.
the pact.
Kind of look around like not pinpointing anybody.
Wow.
Don't act so surprised.
I'll march on until we get to Fairweather.
So I don't know if I say that you guys have about a half a day's travel until you reach Fairweather. There you go.
Keep my eyes peeled for forward on
All right, you guys can roll. Those who are keeping a lookout can roll a perception check.
All right.
With the owl.
I have gotten 14 like almost every time with perception.
That's wild.
Yeah.
That's your lucky
Just,
number.
15.
Just rub it in.
Hey, I probably should do those things in here. Ooh, I'm gonna use the tower. Yes.
I am not paying attention. I am just looking at my gold and yeah. I'm distracted.
Wow.
Tiny.
All right. So anyone with like, anyone with a 15 or above, you keep an ear out and you keep your eyes out as you're walking down this main road, approaching the city, or approaching where you are pretty sure, because I guess wow, Rhaenyra, let me just go through all like a mom with her kids, go through all of your names. Rhaenyra, I guess you're leading since you know the way.
Sure, yeah.
Okay, what did you rolled a 22.
With the owl.
With the owl. You yourself, what did you roll? 17? Yeah.
I didn't roll.
No, okay.
I will roll. Do skills. Do.
DM Jedi mind trick. You will.
Bouncing
Oof.
garbage. But the owl.
All right, so your owl will, if you're looking through your owl's eyes for a moment to kind of see what's ahead, since you're not feeling very perceptive yourself, you will see through your owl's eyes that you are approaching a very familiar sight to you, Fairweather. And give me a couple of seconds, and I will.
We're almost there, guys.
No.
I shout, is it floating?
Is it floating?
No. The city was not floating when you left Renarius, and you can see through your owl's eyes. It is not floating now.
It's not floating, guys.
Okay,
Owl says
so
no.
so what's our game plan? Are we? Because we're here to break out. What's her name's daughter from the so-called prison in the college, right?
Secret
Right.
prison.
Secret prison.
We're also we're trying to find information about Baron, too.
That too.
I mean,
And
they're all
potentially
connected,
Regina, if
so
possible.
maybe they know something.
Baron and what's
feel
the
like we
name of
could've-
your mentor?
Regina.
Mentor crush, right? Regina.
I feel like
And
I
it's
could have learned
Shanab.
more about Baron and Regina in Baron, but
Yeah, we already had that discussion, but we decided to come
Yes.
here.
yes.
So
So
now
what
that
are we doing?
We might as well do something.
Are we
Yeah.
are we sneaking into the we
Why would we
those
sneak in?
loudmouth college students, we've already established that even though they have a reputation, they're probably going to talk.
What are they going to say?
That there's a strange group of people who found a dead drow.
The way they are, you think they're going to go in and talk about how they got their
I'm just
sleeves and
saying,
pants cut
we
off when
are-
they were drunk, passed out?
We are an unusual group.
What's
And-
unusual about us?
I mean, I don't know what you're
Right.
talking about. That's just rude.
He can tell anyone he wants that he's got himself a boo-boo in his foot.
Okay, what about the college?
The
Are we-
drow perhaps
How
has
are
a
we?
bit too much
How are we
information.
getting into the college?
I
Various
know
sneak us in?
know some people at
The whole
college.
town's not the college, right? It's
Why is
just
the lad?
part of the town, right?
I gotta disguise. I mean,
That was me asking out of character. Do we know that? Is the whole town a college, or is it just part of the town?
It's a college town.
You would have to ask for. I mean, Renarius would probably.
Hey,
know.
Renarius, is it a whole college town, or is it just like college part of the town?
The college is the focal point of the town, but I mean there are all types of people there.
But it's not like if we walk into the town, we are now on the campus of the Mage College.
No. The college is towards the center.
Well, what do we want to focus on first? Do we want to try and possibly find Shanad and see if she's been brought in yet, or do we want to try and focus on finding out more about the town and Regina? My thought is, if we wait too long,
Right.
if Shanad hasn't been brought in yet, she might still be on the way, and we can maybe intercept her.
Right. I've hoped for the
But-
former. Find
I never
Yeah.
know which one that means.
I'm a little more emotionally invested in the Shanad thing right now.
Right.
me too.
What else would we be doing other than the Shanad?
Well, just seeing if they know the college knows anything about the floating towns.
Now,
We probably don't want to
Shanad,
show her
they were
cards
already
and
ahead of
guard.
us.
We don't know that. Well, they were,
That's a
but we don't know if
confirmed.
maybe we passed them.
When we
Perchance.
spent time with the dark college students drinking.
I'm not a mathematician, okay? Sometimes we might have been faster.
Do you have any spiders ready for Gimbal? If and we find her, she might need some of that fancy healing of yours.
Oh yeah, I got plenty of those.
Great.
I'm sure our cleric can do some healing too.
I've seen her fighted. If there's anything left in her for healing, I'd be. I look forward to saying that.
But yeah, I got more of those.
Right.
Small potatoes.
I have to side with Ren here.
We can get into the college and find information about there, and all the while maybe you guys can look out, see if you see anything fishy.
We could split up. Maybe. Unless we run into the big group of people and we have to rescue the drow.
Angry mages. Oh, right.
Yeah.
We don't even know where to go.
Something tells me they're not going to be kind to anybody looking into a secret mage prison underneath a college.
I won't maybe word the questions that way.
I actually think that's a great idea. Let's word the questions that way. Then they'll come to kidnap us too.
Renerius, make a perception check.
One way to
really
find it.
quick.
Perception with the owl or
No,
something
with you,
nearby?
with just Renerius.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Al can't save you all the time.
Nope, no, it can't.
Oh,
Hey!
you don't need any saving to...
Wow.
Nice.
You're a loud one.
All right, Renerius, as you're walking, because you guys are walking and talking, I'm assuming, you know, as I will say for the group, as you're kind of rounding around some forest, you start to see some tall walls, and beyond the walls, you start seeing, and as I said, this is around, so you're not seeing it from the very front, you're seeing it kind of from the back angle. And this is kind of going against the mountainside. So you're seeing these tall walls surrounding the city of Fairweather. And then you're seeing the taller buildings kind of peeking up above the walls behind them, of course. And it looks almost like you can see glints of color coming from the top of the buildings as you're kind of traversing closer to it. Renerius, as you're walking, you suddenly feel how can I describe this without it being weird? You suddenly feel in your back pocket of your pants like something appeared there. Like something is in your pocket suddenly.
So I feel something just appear in my pocket.
Yes.
I'm gonna like grab my butt and like jump a little bit, like startled, and like spin around and.
Are you okay?
Is that a common Fairweather greeting?
Is there a fly buzzing around you? Is that what you're freaking out for?
Did one of you put this? And I'm gonna reach in and find out what's in my pocket.
All right. You reach into your back pocket and pull out a Darkened Silver Key. It's like a skeleton key. It has a very filigree top to it that is not too intricate, but just like a little design. Yeah.
Which one of you put this in my pocket?
Maybe about 4 inches in length.
Yeah, I didn't touch you, okay?
Why would any of us put a key in your butt?
Like I wouldn't want to touch your butt.
Maybe you wanted just a laugh out of me. There's a lot of people.
Now, this is going to be a crazy suggestion, especially given who you are and where we are. But maybe it was magic.
Skibble, did you put something in his butt?
Anything's possible.
No.
Have you seen a key like that before?
Have I seen a key like this before?
Make a intelligence check.
Oh yeah,
Not bad.
Renerius, as you're looking at this key, you kind of, you're searching your memories and you're just like, it seems vaguely familiar. And then finally you kind of remember, just in your mind, you can't place exactly the exact connection, but it was connected with Regina. And you might have seen Regina pulling it out pulling it out of her satchel a time or two.
To the library. To the
So have you seen
restricted
this key?
section.
Have you seen that key before?
I have. It was Regina's, or at least I saw it in her hands once or twice.
Wait, then how in the
Found-
world
found
did
it
get
in your
back
pocket?
You're just walking, and you have her key in your pocket.
It wasn't on me before.
Knew we came to the right place.
Did you ever see her use it, or just you saw her pull it out and look at it?
I saw her pull it out, and would I know where on the college campus she might
Or what
have
it goes
used
to.
that?
I mean, in your memories, you can kind of pinpoint like it had something to do with like when you two were at the college studying.
It's key to the town.
But you don't remember her using it anywhere, just kind of pulling it out amidst getting other things out of her satchel. Or you never remember seeing her, I would say, use it.
Okay, so yeah, I never saw her. I just saw she had it on her person.
You're saying you didn't have it before right now?
No, it just happened right now. I wouldn't dance around grabbing my butt.
I believe that. I kind of turn to look to see if I see anybody that would be like, I guess, within distance to like do something, can push it, like put it in his pocket or something like that.
Make a perception check.
Where are you at? Perception.
Along with anyone else who wants to, look around.
Odd 13.
Sure.
So close, man.
Dirty 20.
Should I...
You
Oh, sorry.
You're fine.
I
Yeah. Sorry. Go ahead.
I just didn't know if I should roll in the tower because I won't be able to see it. Sometimes
You can do whatever you want to. I just
Okay.
forget about the tower.
I'm gonna put it in tower, so you'll have to let me know whether or not I hit whatever mark
Okay.
you set.
Silver got a 25.
Okay.
Natural 20.
25?
Wow.
Nat 20? Oh, yeah.
Nat 20.
Okay.
Silver
Right here.
sees all.
Well, you guys, I mean, other than as you're walking and you were kind of pausing right now to talk to Rhaenyra, you all kind of like, because of this weird situation, all kind of glance around, looking. You don't see anything.
Okay. I think this is great. You have a key. It means something important, obviously. But I still think time is of the essence for Shanad, and we can't get distracted by that. We could use this key somewhere, hopefully soon. It's not a ticking time bomb, unless it is. But I say we move forward and see if we can possibly see something or find something of Shanad, at least before we pursue this key further. Keep racking your minds, Rhaenyra, and see if you can think of where she maybe used it.
I will.
Actually, Trevor's going to ask Rhaenyra, do these walls surround all of Fairweather? Is the entire city enclosed behind these walls?
Is the entire city enclosed behind the walls?
You would know, Rhaenyra, that what is not behind the wall has the natural barrier of the mountain behind it. So the city is kind of nestled up against the mountain, which rises high above where the tallest tier is in the city.
Okay.
So if it's not cornered in by that natural barrier, it is surrounded by walls, correct?
So
And I would
that.
say by this point you're getting close enough to where you can see that it does look like that there are two different entrances. There's the main entrance that kind of goes straight into the city, which is the farthest away from you. The closest to you and kind of what is where your path is leading you is to the western entrance, which just leads you into the western part of the city. So I mean, you can see that as you're getting closer that it does look like that there is a checkpoint to get through the wall.
On both doors?
On both. Well, the one that's farther away you probably can't tell, but this one to the west is. But Rhaenyra would know that the main entrances is usually more guarded than the side entrances.
Rhaenyra, how long have you lived here?
My whole life.
So, one, do we need to be worried about this checkpoint? Do we need to have a valid reason to come into the city?
I wouldn't think so. No.
Okay. Two, if we're looking for this possible secret prison, is there an area that you've noticed guards, a direction that guards are usually taking? I guess these would be mages that they're taking, unregistered mages or something of that sort.
The concept that there's some sort of evil fort lair kidnapping children is honestly I can't believe it would happen in Fairweather. So I don't know anything about it. I would really like to get to the bottom of it though.
So there's no shady part of the wall or like a secret entrance you ever seen?
Not that
Guards.
I know of. I've always just used the main gates.
Tell me, lad.
I just
Deborah's
know
just
that the
gonna go
western one is a little less guarded than. Wait, did I get that right?
Yeah.
Yes, the
Western
western
one.
entrance, which is the one that your road is leading
Walking
you
towards.
directly towards. I mean, you can branch off. The road kind of like branches, to the western entrance and then to the main entrance. And then you also see some like smaller farmhouses along the way, separated from the city, and also on down the path as well.
Tell me, lad. And I'll look at Renarius. Is there a particular tavern that where these guards usually tend to group together to drink and be merry? I can perhaps get some information there, Bard, once we're inside the walls.
Can I make a check about that? I don't Renarius definitely would not have frequented bars.
Yeah, you can make an intelligence check to see if you remember like one being mentioned, because I'm sure that someone in passing would have said something.
12.
Eddie. He knows where Regina's favorite bar is.
12. You know that there are definitely bars in the city, Renarius, but you're just not sure. Like, you don't know their names. You didn't really frequent them that often or at all.
I had some classmates go to bars and they had fun. I presume, but I never went myself.
All right. Thank you, lad.
I mean, does it even really matter which one we go through? The entrance?
Probably this one, lad.
I've never had a problem, and I don't expect any problems.
I'm just gonna start walking towards the
Right.
western
Being too
entrance.
cautious. And I'll follow
Full
suit,
speed
lad.
ahead.
I'm gonna put away the key.
I kind of jog up to be kind of in pace with Kazil. So what do you think how do we possibly even find this girl? Any suggestions?
Find the most populated tavern. Preferably something a bit on the seedier side, and I could put on a performance, and I bet Tegan can get some information all stealthy-like, and perhaps you can strike up some conversation that could do the same. See if we
Would I
can-
know where a
Alright.
not so great part of town is?
You absolutely would.
I think Renarius would try to stay away at all costs.
Yeah,
All of
you
it
would-
is
You would absolutely know.
Renarius.
Renarius, you would know that the town is pretty sectioned. I mean, not in a strict, like, rigorous government sense, but just naturally, you have your seedier parts, and really, like, you remember, Renarius, that the city is pretty, like, as far as that clean cut. Other than like, your drunk college frat kids like you ran into earlier that like to have a little bit of fun. You don't have a lot of like, or at least that you know of or have seen or walked through any like dark, seedy parts. You do have lower income areas, which naturally that would be probably, where the more trouble would be, usually.
I often don't go to the other side of town. I try to stay away, but maybe if we're looking for a seedier place, that would be the way to go.
Maybe it's time for you to visit it.
I guess so.
Great. get a smile on my face, like a creepy smile. Like, great. You up for that, Tegan? Tegan.
He just nods.
All right. So you guys edge closer to the city, and as you're walking, down this path, you're going towards the west entrance. The wall just keeps towering, and what you could see of the city behind it just kind of starts shrinking below it as you get closer to this wall. And just a stone wall, but looks pretty sturdy. As you approach, you see, like a large gate that's mostly, a large stone gate that matches the height of the wall. That's mostly for show. But then, of course, it has the smaller entrances down at the bottom, where the guards are allowing people through as they talk to them. There's a small guard shack to the right. And you have one guard who is standing by the entrance, the door going in, taking, with a clipboard of sorts in hand, taking notes, or a journal, taking notes, a ledger you can't really hear from here, but what you would assume would be just of people coming into the city. As you approach the gate, there are, a couple at the very front, a couple after that, and then, or say one person after that, and then a couple right after that. So you do have to stand in a queue to wait for your turn to enter.
I'll stand nearest the front. That's with Silver. So, you ever been to a city like this, Silver?
Well, I can't say that I have. I'm mostly fond of smaller towns, and nothing as grand as this.
I don't know. I guess maybe I would have been here once or twice. I don't know, unless that's not included, but there is something, an air to these bigger cities that I love. A lot of mystery in these.
Mean like a lot of pockets to pick?
That too. I have to remember that's one of your proclivities.
Yeah, anything I can do to survive.
Right.
You got a song that you can play while we wait? It's kind of boring.
That's a fine idea.
Yeah.
Right, let's have a song about waiting. And I'll tune it up and try and get some of the other people in line, like, a little excited about us.
The Jeopardy theme song.
Yeah.
I'll
performance?
Yeah. I'll start bobbing my head to the music. And...
Performance. Here we go.
All right.
15.
You start up the song.
Yeah.
It's sounding good. It's sounding good.
A lot
The
better
nice
than
way of
last
saying
time.
it. It's good.
It's not toss a coin to your Witcher, but it's
Right,
pretty.
exactly.
It's a please give me money, please. Witcher song.
So as Kazeel strum, I'm sorry, it's a lute, right?
Yes. Yep.
Okay. So as Kazeel strums away, and you guys, you see the couple that was at the very front, they enter in. Next couple gets in. Couple minutes later, they're allowed in. Or I think it was one person after that. And then the couple that was in front of you gets to the front. Anyone who was wanting to, listen, or is, standing kind of, near them, it is two halflings. The guard, kind of greets them with his ledger names, and the male halfling speaks up. Joan and Grace. And where are you from? We're from Erin. The Wyverlin Empire. So how long do you plan to stay here in Fairweather? Well, we were, and he looks to the female with him. We were hoping to stay here, to look for a place to stay, to live here. The guard kind of looks up from his ledger for a second, narrows his eyes. The halfling kind of stumbles over his words. After Jaka fell, we don't feel safe. And this is the guard. You'll just want to stop in at the council office, to the right when you go in, and check with them. It's the second tier to the right near the square is where you'll find them. Thank you. We have a son that works at the college. So you're going to be visiting the Mage College then. Maid College. That's something entirely different. Be visiting the Mage College then. The halfling mouth. I mean, probably not. We'll just let him know that we're here. Okay. If you plan to visit the college, there's someone to check in with there too. So you don't have to come let us know, please. Okay. All right. And if you guys don't find anything, there is limited space. We have a lot of influx, but especially with all this happening, then just let us know if you leave the city. Or if you're leaving the city to go and do something else outside the city. Always gotta check in at the gates. There's someone here all the time. Yeah, we always have someone here guarding. So there's always someone to check in with because there's always someone here. Okay, thank you. And he lets the couple through, the halfling couple through. And you guys are next. The guard is just your typical guard. Kind of, he glances up at you, just kind of almost does a double take because it's a group and it's a little bit larger party than what he's used to checking in. Oh.
You're an eclectic lot.
Well,
Do I know this guard?
I mean, did you have a lot of contact with guards when you were in the city?
Not really. Probably.
Otherwise, it probably just looks like any guard that you've seen. You haven't had an intimate conversation with them or anything.
Got it.
But the guard kind of readies himself for a larger. Okay. I have to get all of your names.
Right.
Hi.
The name's Hasil, and I'll take out a little thing I have written up about the work I do, like archaeologist and stuff. I've done work in here, and I'll name a few of the nearby towns.
Thanks.
And the people I work for.
He kind of hands it to another guard standing by. Kazil, then. Okay.
I'm Gimbal.
Gimbal. Mm-hmm.
Ren.
Jarble.
He looks at you, Gerbil, being a bugbear.
Yes, I'm a bugbear.
Okay.
All right, I'll be behind the bugbear, trying to get some shade, if you know what I mean. So
No, I don't.
You're taller. I'm shorter. He sees a bugbear. That's going to be his focus, not on the next guy. But I will be the next guy. I will say Tegan.
Tegan.
My name is Renarius Sim.
I'll nudge Silver.
Renarius Sin?
Renarius Sim.
Oh, got you. Okay. All right.
Oh, sorry.
Yes,
So,
you.
Hi, I'm Silver Picture, it's so nice to meet you. You want a sweet roll?
No, I just need your name.
Silver Picture.
So thank you. Okay, great. I will say I almost forgot. Gimbal and the rest of you would also notice standing along with these guards is a mechanical golem. that is standing at about 6.5 feet tall. Just standing along with the other guards, completely just, gears, completely made out of metal, so it seems. And it just seems to be standing there kind of along with them, you would guess, as like a show of defense, maybe.
Can I have a closer look at your lovely golem?
Does it use control rod or is it more?
I mean, I'm an artificer. I'm just so fascinated by I'm working on something quite like it myself. Would you mind?
No, let me just get your information first, okay?
Yes.
We'll just get your information first as I flip through all my notes here. So where are you guys from? Are you from different places? Are you from the same place? Where are you coming from? Is what I need to know. I don't need to know where you're born, just where you're coming from.
Baron, yeah.
Baron.
Yep.
I'll turn to Gimbal too and start a side convo. Like,
Gotcha.
do you think it just works with basic instructions? Or...
How many does that make from Baron? Gotcha. Okay. Okay, so from Baron, how long do you plan to stay in our fair city?
Probably just a couple days.
Yeah, just a few days.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Are you planning on visiting the Mages College?
Indeed.
Perhaps.
This guy wants to check in on his girl.
Right.
Who wants to check on a girl?
Renarius.
Okay.
He's a student.
Doesn't look it, but
Sure. Yeah, I mean,
he's got away with the older ladies.
You gotta keep the love life alive.
Mhm.
Long distance.
I've heard that there's a certain charm to me.
he just kind of stands there, mouth agape for a few seconds, kind of looking you up and down, Renarius. And you also kind of see the other guard doing the same, just kind of like, okay.
Also, I do study at the college.
Okay. All right. You weren't wearing your robe, so I didn't recognize.
I don't like the robes, but I understand.
Okay. Great. Just be sure if you're leaving the city or, and if you come back in, just to let us know. There's someone here at the checkpoints every night here at the Western Gate and at the Northern Gate. Northern Gate. No, that's wrong, Stephanie. Here at the Western Gate and the Southern Gate, which is the main gate. And if you just be sure to, anyways, you know where you're going. He looks at Renarius for the college. So, here is you might already have one of these, but since you're such a large group, I'll give you one of these maps. So here you are.
Disney World.
Ooh, thank you.
Map of Fairweather. Treated, and you it's made on kind of cheap paper, so just be, obviously they give these to
everyone.
You can absolutely. The golems here, they're made by Wineda, the Dean of Artificing at the college.
Can you spell that for me?
You're one of those types. Got it. Wineda is that's Dean Wineda.
Dean Wineda.
Well, Instructor Wineda. I'm sorry, Dean of Artificing at the College of Fairweather College of Mages.
As he's writing that down, I say, is there a good place you would recommend to find some good armor? Well, like leather armor, not like strong armor.
Well, we do have a few places here, yes.
But is there a store that you like?
Are you looking for you're looking for leather?
Yes, I'm looking for studded leather.
I would check with King's Cow Leathers.
And where would that be on this map?
You would find that up on the second tier. No, I'm sorry. I was, you could kind of see the guard just kind of elbowing him and being like, no, No, that's on the first tier to your left. There's a little line of shops there.
Thank you.
Yeah, anytime.
Gimbal is literally like pawing the golem and like trying to find hatches to pop open and
you
look
can make
at
a
it.
perception check, Gimbal. You don't
Perception
have to
or
raise...
investigation?
Investigation's fine. I mean, it's all according to what if you're looking for hatches, you can make an investigation. If you're just wanting to take a look at this thing, generally, if you want to roll both, you can roll both.
Cool.
You don't have to raise your hand, young lady.
I'll roll both.
What?
Oh, sorry. What is the best tavern in Fairweather?
You want the best tavern.
And what's like the worst one we should really avoid?
Well, the one, you have your kind of lower income tavern, which, might be up your guys' alley. I don't know. He kind of looks at Gerbil. The Empty Heart is that one. And then you have the one that most of the, rich college kids go to, and also the instructors. And it's more for, I mean, it's not exclusively for the mage people, but, it's called the Acolyte.
What's your favorite? Where do you guys go to drink? I'm sure you don't want to
we go to the Acolyte because the Empty Heart gets a little... I just don't have the patience for...
I get that.
Thank you.
Rolled a 20 investigation and a 14 perception.
Okay. The 20 investigation, I mean... You start kind of like pawing at, if you're pawing at it, like the guard,
I'm like trying to fiddle with it.
Yeah, the guard is just kind of like, hey, what are you doing? What?
Oh, I'm just trying to learn all I can. I want to see how it makes this baby tick.
You can look at it, sure, but you can't. I mean,
this isn't your grandma's shop, dude. We gotta.
You start touching it too much, it's gonna touch you back, and it's not gonna be pleasant.
Gimbal,
so
stop fiddling the golem.
I mean, but you can definitely look. Your 14 perception check. I mean, you're looking at this thing, Golem. It's about 6.5 feet tall. It just looks intricate, honestly. You can see you can see the gears moving and working. It kind of has elongated arms, so it's not like your standard like a human. It doesn't have a human-like build or humanoid build, but just kind of more extended arms, kind of with a hunch in its back, but not enough to impair it from attacking.
Does it talk? Golem. Can it talk?
Tap, 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 tap. Say hi to the the little one here. Hi.
Fascinating. Scribbling lots of notes. Can I just take a couple of measurements?
I'm gonna.
I grab him and kind of pull him back.
Hey, no, wait, just
time and place. Time and place.
Both ready to jump. Just grab.
Whenever you guys are ready, like you see another couple or 3 people kind of coming towards, like approaching the guard stand. Obviously wanting to register to go in the city. Whenever you guys see the doors open for you, yeah, I need to. He kind of looks at the other guard like, just watch him.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
To his job.
Is it your birthday today?
No, it's not my birthday.
Just checking. Happy birthday when it is, though. You know what I mean? I'll walk away.
The golem attacks.
Red drops dead. From a heart attack.
I'll head in. I'll start walking in. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so as you guys walk into, and again, the one that you're coming in is that western entrance there at the kind of bottom left. You're walking in, and it's obvious this is the less, probably like the less not taking care of entrance. You're kind of walking into, Rhaenyra, you'd probably recognize this as like probably the poorer part of town.
There's poor people here, guys.
And
His spidey sense.
Whoa! Whoa!
Wow. I know. Okay. right.
I think we need to re-roll your charisma, friend.
I'm gonna pretend like I didn't hear that because I'm fixing to stab you in the face. Little
But
glasses
even as you're walking in, even though this is what you could tell is the more kind of but even though this seems like the poorer part of town and it's not as like pristine, it's still well maintained. You do see every here and there you see people in a gray robe who are looking like that they're just tidying up, keeping the city clean. It does, Rhaenyra, you would probably notice this and know this since you've been here before, that it is possibly even more lively than when you left. It's not crowded to the point where you're like fighting through, but there is more action on the streets than what you're used to when walking through Fairweather.
What's that all about, lad? I'll nudge. I tip my head to the people in the robes doing all the cleaning.
I'm not sure.
Oh.
You would know this, Rhaenyra, that these are people in gray robes also work at the Mage College. They work for the city in general. They're janitorial maintenance people that work for the government the higher ups of Fairweather to maintain the city and the college.
They're just helping keep the place clean. They work for the college and for the city.
Right. Thank you, lad.
Everyone make an insight check if you're kind of looking around at these crowds.
Okay, insight. I don't even know.
Wait, there are crowds of people in gray robes, or there's just
Well,
crowds?
no. There's
and
crowds.
then
There's like the
more people
extra
in the room.
activity,
Okay.
right? Not crowds of people in gray robes. That'd be frightening.
17.
It's just the cleaning cult.
Anyone with a 15 or above would know that, Fred, you have a -1 on insight. I'm sorry.
Oh my god.
Perception, I'm great at.
With anyone with a 15 or above would kind of get the feeling of like unease in the air. Like you see the extra people, but you also they're not like happy, jovial, going about their day. There is kind of, people are talking, people are, there is that kind of uncertainty, I guess, if you
What time of day is it?
to feel that. I would
Midday.
say you guys have been traveling for a half a day. It's, you were finding the shrubs. So yeah, probably around like what we would consider like 2 p.m. So yeah.
I'm
Just after
hungry.
lunchtime.
I rolled the wrong one, guys. I rolled the wrong one.
It's time to eat.
There we go.
Oh, you rolled history.
There you go.
Okay.
I'm gonna walk up next to Silvera and just be like, these crowds have me a bit worried. This is a bit like it was in Bern, and a week or two before that city took to the sky. Extra people buzzing about, busy like.
Wait, are you saying there's a pattern?
I don't know. There's only one point it had us so far, but I think that it's enough to make me nervous.
I don't think we should stay here for very long then.
I'll look around for Venarius and tell him the same.
Okay.
Gerbil's gonna watch the custodian gray robes, just like see like when they're done, like see where they're going, he's watched them like Gerbil's. Like, is it like Disney World where the cleaning crew just like disappears? You don't see it. There's an underground network.
You see them kind of walk back towards the center of the city, which you would know to be the college from the map, and also just looking at the city, because you're looking at you can't tell from the map, but it's a tiered city. So like your guys are on the first tier of the city, and then you have steps that go up to the second tier, which is raised off from the first tier.
Like Minas Tirith?
Yes, and then you have steps going up to a third tier, which is where you see the kind of like the tops of the buildings of the main college, along with the sparkling of different colors that you saw from far away. Now you can tell almost looks like stained glass sticking up from out of the buildings, but you're still a little farther away to be able to see it clearly.
Gerbil's gonna ask Venerius, are these gray-robed cleaners? Are they everywhere in the city? Like, do all of them go all over the place, or like, do they each have separate sections, or do you know at all?
Would I know that? I don't know if I would. I know that they'd be all over the city, but whether or not they're assigned to different.
No, you wouldn't know if they were assigned to different places. No, you would just know that wherever you've been in the city, you've seen somewhere a gray robe in these different areas.
My stomach growls, and I look for an empty heart.
Deacon's going to look around. Is there a gray robe nearby?
Yeah, you saw one when you came in. So
Okay.
she
But then-
is dark-skinned with her hair up in a bun. Again, gray robe, just kind of fiddling around with like a trash receptacle.
I keep
Deacon's gonna
thinking
walk
Disney
over-
World, the Fairweather's Disney World, like a decrepit Disney World. And it's like, this is
I
a
casually
sad trash
sort of walk over and actually try to give her a little bit of a hand with the trash bin and just greet her and say, how goes it, friend?
Hello. Thank you. But it's not needed. You are, I'm assuming she kind of looks back at your group, or the group that's kind of like where you came from. I guess your guest here?
Oh yeah, just passing through. But I always want to. People tend not to appreciate the people who do some really good work, and just want to know it's appreciated. I did some good work myself, so I always make sure I tend to see these people and say thank you. And things don't seem, I'm from the outskirts of Bayron, and we're just traveling through our own business, and with everything that's going on there. How are things here?
Fairweather is always Fairweather.
In case somebody wanted to relocate here, how's the opportunities?
I mean, I don't know myself since I've lived here for quite a few years now, but from what I've heard, there has been an influx of people due to some problems going on out in Osbergen. So new housing or available housing is rather cramped, and I think they've started turning people away.
Ah, I see. Okay. How are things?
We
at the
do
farm?
have some visitors. The inns are probably kind of full, but they usually always keep a retainer room open just in case.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you for your time, and I give her 5 silver.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Have a wonderful stay in Fairweather.
Thank you.
Find a new girlfriend.
I just give Silver a look. Just sometimes you'll learn the most important things from the lowest of people. So they're the ones who live here day to day. So it's always doesn't hurt to ask.
Also seem to be everywhere and unnoticed, which might be good. Wink, wink. Gerbil actually says wink, wink. He just
Nice.
I was going to ask you for a performance check on the wink.
Gerbil just says wink, wink. Wink, wink.
So, do we want to move towards the empty heart?
Oh,
Find it,
please.
at least?
Grumble, grumble, grumble. Billy.
Yes.
I'm hungry. Let's go find something to eat before I get hangry and kill everybody.
How many sweet rolls do you have? You seem to have endless supply.
What
I
time
just
is it?
turned
Right
into
around
Sean
now
Connery.
for in the game?
I may have,
It's still 2 p.m. I think.
Just after midday.
Okay.
may have finished them earlier today.
You guys are looking around for a plate for the empty heart. You can make perception checks.
We were on top of it the whole time.
21.
We were standing inside of it.
It was in our hearts. It was 21.
in that void.
Empty heart.
Of course, I'd get a 3.
No,
All right.
yes, very much
Renarius,
avoided
you're
that.
just happy to be back. Anyone with a 15 or a 14 or above would
Finally.
notice as you're looking around, you kind of look to your right there, kind of towards like the main entrance area, down that long row of little shops there on the first tier,
Okay.
and see a sign that says the empty heart. And a couple of signs down from that is the King's Cow Leathers.
This is
What are you
great.
looking at, Kazoo?
Food
Find
and
anything cool?
coffee, I hope. Right, there's the empty heart right there.
Oh, that sounds wonderful.
So what's our game plan? Just ask around, see if someone knows something.
I'll put
No
on a bit of a
shit.
performance and see if I can
Oh yeah.
chat people. Maybe I'll oh wait, I don't know how much money I have.
Wait,
Yeah.
guys, can I ask a favor?
Sure.
I know we haven't known each other long, but can you just let me ask about the drow?
You
Oh,
got it.
daughter, please.
Ask about whatever you want.
Okay.
I'm not great at asking questions.
Well,
Are you going to get really angry like you did in the forest for the one drow?
okay, well, I can't promise that I won't.
Okay,
What?
just checking.
I mean,
I mean,
I
we're
just
going
need
to a skeezy
just
bar.
be
I think we'll
prepared.
be
but
okay.
it's hard to explain. I just let me handle the drow, please.
If you throw a punch,
Shoot,
I'll throw a
understands.
punch. It'll be a
Oh,
punch.
that sounds wonderful. Wait,
We got,
Let's
Punches
save
away.
the punches for the
all
end.
he's saying is we got
are
your
you trying to
back.
get me in okay.
We
No.
got your back.
I'm just saying, if you get in trouble, I'll get in trouble with you.
Oh, you're so sweet. Give you a hug.
He's just kind of
Uh,
like
Just a little hug.
Nice.
just one arm around, one big long arm. Like he's still 5 feet away because he has super long arms. He's like,
there. Oh man.
Oh, you're so soft.
I'm gonna eat
the
first.
bugbear
gonna-
can blush. He'd
And I'm
blush.
gonna go skip towards the empty heart where Kazoo was. I'm so
right.
happy.
So you guys
Following to the empty heart.
Yep.
enter into the empty heart. As you go in, you see 2 large stained glass windows on either side of the main door, along with the swinging wooden sign that you saw earlier. And you go inside. It is not extremely bad. Probably most of you have seen far worse taverns elsewhere. But the floor's, dirty, dusty. But the large stained glass windows that were on that front wall cast some lovely, interesting light around. There's a shelf going along the top of the tavern that has empty clear glass and some colored glass bottles along there that also kind of catch the light from the windows and cast it off into different directions. So it's oddly pretty if you have the eye for it. It's moderately busy. It is still rather close to like when people would eat midday. And also you're kind of taking in effect thinking this is probably the influx of people that they're getting. As there are a couple of empty tables that would fit the lot of you. And then there is a large, of course, bar at the front with some bar stools, which are about half filled. There's maybe 5 or 6 available there. And then behind the front counter, you see a human male and a dwarven male. The human male looks like he's the one that's dealing with the orders. The dwarven male is kind of going back and forth. There's a door in the back that you would assume goes to like a small kitchen area, and it's going back there, coming back out. Looks like he's the one that's kind of running them back and forth.
Hi.
Follow Silver up and let her do the
everyone's too busy.
Alright.
So, I mean, unless you're going up to catch their attention there at the front.
I'm gonna go
Tap
up
the
there.
bar.
Are there open tables?
Yes, there are two
So
open
there was one
tables
that was about
that would fit your whole size. So
I'm gonna go
one
sit
table
down.
that would fit
I'm
your whole
gonna-
size, another that would fit your whole size.
I'm gonna go with Renarius and sit down.
My owl is perched on the roof, and periodically I'll just be checking the surroundings around the building.
Okay, all right. If you want to roll a perception check for your owl, please.
You sound like such an introvert.
Nice.
Where'd my owl go? Here it is. Sorry. Hang on. Sorry.
All right. While that is happening, Silver, you're there at the front bar area.
Oh man.
The human male, after he's finishing writing up an order, he hands it to the dwarven male, and then kind of like turns to you automatically. Oh, hi.
Hi.
What can I get you?
Can I get a big bowl of stew? I am super hungry, and I ran out of sweet rolls on the road, and a cup of your cheapest ale, of course.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So one big bowl of stew and 2 cheap ales.
Yeah.
Correct. All right. That would be 20 silver.
All right. Sounds good. And I give him 20 silver.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely. I just are you sitting somewhere? Are you going to be sitting here? Where are you going to be going?
I'm gonna be sitting next to that guy over there, Rainier.
Okay. All right. If you need anything else, just let us know.
Oh, and if you need any help, just let me know. I can help you out a little bit.
Oh, it's fine. We have plenty.
Okay.
Go and
all right.
go enjoy your friends.
Thank you.
Tell
And he
me
goes to the
you
next
have
person.
Coffee.
Oh, you're there too, Kazeel?
Yeah.
Okay.
That was Silver.
Okay. Oh, you have. Okay. All right. That would just be there's be 1 silver.
Do you sell the grounds too for those of us that are traveling?
Oh. He kind of hesitates and Rendez. The dwarven male kind of pops his head out. He has his beard all tied up, so that way, like knotted, so that way it won't get in anything.
Nice.
Gosh, he's
Hey.
a barista.
Hi. Do we sell the grounds for the coffee too? I'm sorry, I just never.
Just gesture.
He wants to buy some grounds. Hi. We can sell him some grounds. Yeah, just sell them. Just you can do it. And he heads back to the back. And
Lifesaver.
the human male is. Oh, okay. Well, that would be. I mean, I could sell you some grounds for like. 10 silver.
All right, done.
Okay.
That and some
And
bread and cheese for lunch.
I'll give you a small bag of grounds for you.
Great. Some bread and cheese, and I'll be sitting with them as well.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. That would be just 10 silver for the bread and cheese.
Right. Let's see. So that's be done there. I'll do that. I'll pay him. Thank you. And I'll go sit down wait for
Okay.
stuff.
How exactly do those grounds work, Kazoo?
Oh, it's magnificent. All you need is water. Water and I'm sure you can make it sweeter and
Like
a
like
less
cold
bitter.
Wait, so is it
cold
like magic?
spring water.
That sounds perfect. Aye. You heat it up, which is easy for some of us, and And then, he kind of goes through the whole thing, and he's like, "Oh, the aroma itself will wake you straight out of a dead sleep."
Suddenly a female human comes up, kind of bounds up to the table. You probably saw her at a couple other tables. She comes up. Okay. Do you have anything you want to order here at the table?
I see Silver's stew, and I say, "Oh, that actually looks really good. Can I have some of that?"
Oh, sure. Yeah, that'd be 10 silver piece.
Okay, and I give it to her. Thank you.
Okay, great. She sticks it in her pocket. All right, so that's one soup for you.
Can I have a whole chicken? Like a roasted chicken?
She looks at you maybe for the first time, Gerbil.
Don't worry, he doesn't bite.
Sure. Let me just and she'll kind of like slowly looking over her shoulder back at you as she walks into the kitchen.
Move.
1 second passes, 2 second passes, 3 seconds, 4, and she comes back out. Oh, yeah, we can sell you the whole chicken for 50 silver.
Woo! Look, I have a question about.
I'll take some stew.
I have a question. No, Gerbil, wait. I have a question about your prices. Is there a reason why things are so expensive here?
Chickens are endangered. Okay, I'll take some stew. I won't be greedy.
I mean, look, five gold for a chicken?
50 our prices are our prices.
Gold. I said 50 gold.
You know that's a lot of bullshit.
Is there any way we can maybe talk you down? I mean, again, 5 gold for a chicken?
He wants a whole chicken.
That was it 5 gold or 50 gold? I think he said 50 gold.
50 silver.
50 silver.
Which is 5
silver.
Gold.
Okay, I feel better about that. In my head, I thought you said 50 gold. I was like, what the crap? Okay. I'll take 50 silver.
You might as well just go out into the woods and kill yourself a chicken. Like, seriously.
Wait, you're going to let them rip you off like this?
I'll just look at him and just be like, we want to help the local businesses.
City.
Brought to you by the Fairweather Chamber of Commerce.
Fine, we can bring it down to 40.
How about 30?
That's as low as I'm going.
Can
40 is as low as she's golding?
Sure.
Can I make
check?
Yeah, thank you.
I will give her 50.
Oh, shoot.
I will give her what? So wait.
5 gold is 50 silver.
Okay, I will give her 6 gold. I'll say keep the change.
Oh.
Come on.
Okay, I see you.
It happens in wealthy cities.
Tegan will, before the group sat down at the table, he saw where they were heading at the table. So, depending on where the table is and where the bar is, he's going to sit where the best vantage point for the whole tavern is.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, that would probably be... I mean, are you wanting to keep an eye on the door as well?
Mm-hmm.
You would probably be sitting at the end of the bar then, because the bar is kind of long.
That's what I figured, actually.
So yeah, so you'd be sitting at the end of the bar. That way you can kind of keep an eye on everything. You would maybe just have a table kind of out of your peripheral.
Just one. Yeah, that and I want to keep an eye out for anyone doing business in the bar, if you know what I mean.
Sure, you can roll a perception check for all of that too.
Okay, and I'll order a whiskey and a stew from the bartender. Let me roll that perception check.
Yes.
Can I roll perception to see if there's anybody like looking at us or like just staring at us or something? I don't know.
Sure.
15, Steph.
Okay. Give me just 1 second here. Okay, so you are seeing if there is any business happening there in the bar, Tegan?
Yeah, anybody who's doing the same thing I'm doing.
Oh, okay. No. I mean, it looks like just people trying to get some meals, trying to, talking with people. There's no one specifically shady in the bar right now. Or in the tavern, I mean.
Okay. And what's my damage for my whiskey and my...
Your
stew?
whiskey and stew is 15 silver.
All right, I'll give him 20. And thank him.
All right. And so, Silver, you were rolling for something? Perception?
Yeah.
To see if anyone's watching the table.
Yeah, I got a 9, so.
Okay. Yeah, you kind of, you look around. You can't really tell if anyone's keeping an eye out for you. It's just kind of people kind of going back and forth, and the human female maid kind of going, in your view. So yeah.
Okay, so I'm just gonna dig into my stew and start drinking my ale.
Okay. Well, he hasn't. I'll say then that the waitress comes back from the kitchen with a large platter and starts handing out your food, your drinks. Kazil, you get your bag of coffee. Gerbil, you get your whole chicken. Honestly, it's a pretty good sized chicken.
I just rip off a leg
maybe
and
those
just
mages
start-
put some extra stuff into their chickens here.
Is this counting as a short rest?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna be, instead of eating, just studying my my spell book.
Tegan, you get your whiskey and stew. They're delivered around the same time, even that you're at the bar. Silver, you get your soup, 2 ale. Kazil, your bread and cheese, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And also your cup of coffee along with your bag of coffee.
Correct. Mm-hmm.
And Ring gets a soup.
And Gimbal doesn't eat anything.
Nope.
Gimbal can starve.
As I'm chowing down to my whole chicken, I'll glance over and I'll rip off a wing and toss it to Gimbal.
All right. Is there anything else that I can get this table?
What else did I think?
Okay.
This is so good.
Okay.
Thank you.
Excellent. If you need anything, just raise one of your hands and I will be right over. And she kind of looks off and sees someone else raising their hand at one of the tables. And leaves.
I'll reluctantly see Gimbal. I'll see Gimbal and reluctantly give it a couple slices of the bread and cheese over. I'm not gonna let him go hungry here.
Well, wait.
I'm not trying to mooch off of you people.
He's fleecing
There you
us.
go, Gimbal. Important to keep your strength up.
I suppose. It's just, is it really worth the cost?
Perhaps not, but this is a fine, sharp cheddar. I'm gonna take another bite. That's good.
It is pretty good. I'll give you that.
All right. So as you guys are, if there's anything else that you want to talk about while you're eating?
Just maybe the plans,
Yeah,
do
what are you
performance.
doing?
How full is the place? Is only 2 tables empty? Is that
Yeah, well, you guys took one of the tables. So, they're probably another table has emptied out, but it's still only 2 or 3 tables that are empty out of a place that probably has about 12 to 13, along with the bar space.
Nice. Okay. I'll go ask them for permission. Oh, Silver, guy.
What if you sing a song about what we just went through with the drow and everything and the mages, and see if anybody has a particular reaction to it? Huh? You think that might work?
We can save that for last if we get nothing else.
Are you good at improv?
We could just talk really loudly about the fact that we're looking for a secret mage prison.
I think that perhaps we can.
Don't talk about that part, but you see it. No. Okay, I get it. Okay, I get it. It was a bad idea.
No, I think it's a great idea, Silver. I'm agreeing with you. That's exactly what we should do. Talk really loudly about what it is we're hoping to find.
You guys see a few people sitting around you, kind of looking over their shoulder at the table.
And I stare. I turn around and look at him.
Vicious ripping
And
of chicken leg.
The people who turned around, they notice you, Gerbil, and they're like, oh, and maybe like, one table has like a kid that turns around as well, and like the parent like turns them back around to their food, like don't look at the bugbear child.
That's amazing.
While sitting at the table, I'm going to take 10 minutes and cast Detect Magic as a ritual.
Okay.
So while everyone's eating and talking and stuff, I'm just going to be waving my hands and saying whatever.
There are visible assassins all around us now.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, other than like a couple of like people's like,
The
you have
chicken
some-
glows.
you have a few mages in here from the college, so you have a slight glow, but like nothing that really strikes you as something dangerous or something to really be like interested in.
Sweet.
It's a cursed chicken.
I want to do something real quick. Now, we saw a child, right? Is it a human child or...
Oh, no.
Well,
I'm
it's a human
traumatized
child.
some
Fair,
children.
I am not going to stab a child, okay?
It's a human
I
child
promise.
that the mother turned back from Gerbil. It's a human child and a
For
human
now.
woman.
I promise. Shut
For
up.
now.
I am not going to stab a child, okay?
I will shoot it with an arrow. Yeah.
And then it took an arrow to the knee, so...
Nice.
Oh man.
Time to start planting the seeds for the big bad.
Oh my god. No. They hold a special place in my heart. With this music in the background. Jesus, man.
Nice.
I'm
I love this song.
telling you, Fairweather is just a depressing Disneyland at this point.
Nice.
It's
Right.
expensive enough.
I want to use what's this gonna seeing that Gerbil got kind of a dirty look from the parents and stuff like that, I kind of want to do a cantrip.
No.
Shut
Don't
up.
involve me. Don't involve me.
No, I want to do the dancing lights cantrip in front of the kid.
Okay, what are you having them see? Just the dancing lights just floating
just
around?
Kind of like orbs, just kind of floating around and dancing in front of their, like where they're sitting and stuff, and kind of like my kids when they're like, oh hey, just, oh hey, there's something cool and glowy and shiny and sparkly right in front of me.
Okay, I'll say that so you cast the dancing lights. And kind of watch as the lights appear just above the table there in front of the child and the parents, and there was a table of other people as well. So everyone kind of looks up and notices. A few people kind of look around like, where is this coming from? But people in this town are fairly used to magic, so they just figure it's an extra show that's happening in the tavern at the time that they're there. So, the kid grabs, goes for the lights, is, laughing, giggling, and they take it fairly well.
Okay, awesome. That's all I want to do, and then I'll go back to shoveling my food.
Is there anything else you guys would like to discuss?
Tegan, while at the bar, will order his second whiskey. And just strike up a small talk with the bartender. Business looks pretty brisk. Is it always like this?
You're talking to the human male who was there.
Right.
It's been like this for the past couple weeks.
How difficult would it be if we might need a room, and I'd have some associates who might need rooms? Tough buy right now.
It is a tough buy. As you've seen, expect prices to be a little bit higher than usual.
No, I can't blame you.
But there are a couple of places. The Chamber, which is in the ritzy part of town, but the Raven's Head is just a tier up, and it's decent. I would say you probably have less people at the Raven's Head than at the Chamber, seeing as it's more of the ritzy folk who have come to stay. So your chances are probably better at the Raven's Head.
Okay.
Don't expect anything fancy. They're, they're not, about like here. They're not like, even I'm not from the city, but even, so I can say that even the bad parts of Fairweather are like the mild parts in other cities. So
Yeah, I can understand that. I can get that. Yeah.
they don't, allow people who are too unruly to stay here. So gotta be, an example for the kids and all.
Follow
Yeah, for some of them. For some of them. They give you any trouble at the college? I mean, with the kids and,
Nah, you got rowdy ones, your typical college kids. I've, been one myself, and not here, but, I mean, it's expected when you have a bunch of, young guys hanging around, but they're all right. If they're not, they're kicked out.
Good for you. Don't put up with.
Well, I mean, they're kicked out of the mage college, and
oh, really? Wow.
Don't stay in the city.
So they're pretty strict.
Most of them are from other cities and come in. Very few have been raised in the city, and if they have, then sorry, my mic was blocking the motion he was making. So.
Oh, that's good to hear. All right, well. Hope things keep going for you. Good luck.
Thank you.
And
move on to the next person.
Yeah.
I'd like to pass to
Yeah, your whiskey and stew was.
Yeah, I paid for that. Yeah.
Yeah.
If he's leaving anyway, I don't want to step on his toes.
No, good. I'm good.
I just want to talk to him and just ask, with your permission, I'd like to. Well, perform for you a bit. I am a bard by trade. And,
sure. Yeah. I mean, let me make sure it's fine. And so you hear him he kind of goes to the back. You hear some mumbling. You hear like what you remember as probably the male dwarf speak up. The human male comes back out. A few seconds later. If you, as long as you're, we can't have you playing for too long, but you're welcome to, there's a kind of an empty corner over there that we kind of keep open. Not a lot of room, but if you want to do something there, you can, put out a tip jar or whatever you got and go for it.
Great, appreciate it. I'll go back to the table. I've got permission. Are we ready to ask our questions and such? Between songs and stories, I'll do my bit. Tegan, have anything in mind for yourself?
I'm just going to keep an eye because I feel once you start playing, if anybody in here has ill intent, that would be their time for them to do some shopping, if you know what I mean.
Right. If we don't seem to get, if anyone gets any information, give me a nod. That way, if I know no one's getting any information, I'll change my performance a bit and maybe lean towards some of the, like Silver was saying, something a little more. Get some reactions from some people.
Silver, are you still wanting to talk to people the most?
Say what?
Are you still wanting to be the one that talks to people the most?
Yes, I see, baby.
Earlier you said you wanted to be the one to ask questions.
Well, it was questions about the drow.
Oh.
Specifically. Y'all can ask whatever you want, but that's what I'm going to be asking about.
Yeah.
I'll keep you guys updated.
Alright, take the thing off, have a loot off my back, and head up to the corner and, start strumming like a...
Okay.
Dink. Now, this is a story all about how
Oh my god.
My life got flipped,
Good night,
turned
good
upside down.
And with that, with Kazil heading over to the corner of the room, pulling out his lute, which isn't an entendre, pulling out his lute and tuned up, and starts strumming with the intro that he just gave. Everyone back at the table and at the bar kind of ready themselves, start glancing around the room, sizing up who they can speak to, who would be the best people to speak to, where they should target, per se. And with that, we'll end tonight's session. And so next week we'll start up with
exciting
the lowdown and the empty heart.
Nice.
All right. Thank you guys. Thank you players. It's a good session. Thank you for everyone in chat. Wasn't able to look at it all night as usual, but you guys always rocks. I'm sure it was a great time.
We're gonna kill some college students before we're out of this city.
Wow.
I got a good feeling.
Yeah. All right. So our little lineup here on Madbird Streams. You have, of course, The Forsaken on Monday nights at 10 p.m. Eastern Time, which, I still don't have like a little tagline for that. On Tuesday, starting at 10 p.m. Eastern Time, you have the All Evil campaign, Kyr's Lament, which tomorrow is going to be wild. On Friday nights, starting at 10 p.m. Eastern Time, you have Stormfall, which is another one. Dan DMs that. Well, Dan DMs the one on Tuesday nights too. Dan also DMs Friday nights on Stormfall, and myself, Tegan and Silvera play in that one as well, which is our good aligned drama club. A lot of stuff happening. And then Sunday nights is Obsidian Scar, which is DM'd by Veronica, which plays on Tuesday nights, which is kind of our exploratory conspiracy theory campaign. Really interesting. So guys, check those out. Follow if you haven't followed. We appreciate having you guys around. So Dan, do you have anything that you need to like call out for this or no?
Just Zeltaris rated us with a party of 15, which is fantastic. And that we may or may not have some more content. Outside of the talk show, we may have another night of D&D streaming coming up for Saturdays, but we'll keep you posted on details as that forms.
Awesome. All right. Well, until next week, guys, or we'll see you around at the other streams as well. Have a great rest of your night, and tomorrow, rest of the week, whatever. Adios.
Y'all.
Hey guys.
I'll
Good
put
night.
us in for raid for Kim. Have a great night, everybody.
Bye.